Ladies and gentlemen of the living and the dead, my name is Arias, and I am your friendly neighborhood Copernican commencer who fears all things horror. Happy Sunday! Happy Sunday! How are we? How are we? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, CG Anime fan. Hope that everybody's day's been going well. I hope so too. It's one of the best streaming voices. Thank you. You're very kind. Hello, Corey. How are you? Hello, hello. Not creative third. Congrats, I guess. I don't know. How do you feel about third place? How do you feel about third place? Hello, hello. Alrighty. Hello, Samrando. What's up? Oh my god, I almost canceled stream today, guys. I was so busy. I was so incredibly busy. I almost canceled stream, but I didn't. I hate canceling stream, so I ended up not doing it, but I was this close. I'm so freaking bad. I cannot wait until July 4th is over, guys. I need that weekend done. Oh my god. 24 hours is not enough in a day. 24 hours is not enough in a day. I need to clone myself 3 times over, and I need 48 hours in a day. But it's okay. It's okay. We're almost there. 2 more weeks and I'm free. Hello? My opinion on V3, it's alright. It's not that great, to be honest. It might be. So far, out of all the Danganronpa games I've played, this one is at the bottom of the list. Which I think a lot of people disagree with, but it's been alright so far. First chapter was a little interesting. The second chapter was blah, and the third chapter had a really good story, a really crappy trial, and then we find out something interesting about Kyo, and then it was over. And the fourth chapter, the story was very blah. I zoned out for most of it. It was whatever. It was okay. It wasn't the worst, but it was not the most engaging story ever written. It got a little repetitive. Got a little forced, I think. I don't know. For those of you who have been here around for a while, you guys know I detest being manipulated by devs. So like, if the devs try really hard to go out of their way to like make me sad, or like they try really hard to make you like a character, I go the opposite direction. And like Kaito's cool, but the whole thing with Maki is like, okay, cool. Yeah, you just want me to be sad when he goes bye-bye because of his sickness. All right, got it. So, I don't know, man. I don't know, chapter 4 is a little forced. It's a little bland. The virtual world idea is kind of cool, maybe. But like, it's alright. It's alright. But anyway, we're on chapter 4. We're on chapter 4. Miu has gone bye-bye, and we're about to go to trial. So we're going from here. I have a feeling. I have a feeling. Actually, let's get in the game first. So I'm all over the place. I'm so tired. I've been so busy. I've just like been everywhere all at once. All right, hang on. Let's get into the trial. Let's open up the trial so we can discuss it further and not just me monologuing on the opening screen. Oh wow, that's an unfortunate banner we got going on. Let's set our skills real quick. Let's get that as well. And I think that's it. I'm too tired to think about the skills. And we don't have a lot of slots anyway, so, and we didn't earn any new skills, so we'll leave it at this. Okay, one of my favorites, Kyo and Shuichi. Everyone else is pretty blah. I think this cast is pretty weak. Not gonna lie, this cast is pretty weak. This cast is pretty weak, and too many people I hate is still alive, and it's unfortunate. But I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling it with this cast. And they killed the only person who was remotely interesting. So, I don't know. Anyway, so the crime. So, we know Tsumugi, Maki. We know. Maki, Himiko, and Kibo didn't do it because they were with each other at the time. They were all with each other, so they're each other's alibi. Tsubuki was pretty much with you the entire time, so she also has an alibi. So the only people who don't have an alibi is Kaito, Gonta, and Kokichi. But I think Kaito got logged out of the virtual world at like 5:17, like a solid 30 minutes before the game ended, and we know that Miu died in the virtual world. Well, she got killed in the virtual world, quote unquote. So he couldn't have committed the crime. So our suspects are Gonta and Kokichi, and I think the game wants you to think it's Kokichi, but I'm pretty sure he tricked Gonta into committing the crime, so we'd all be sad at the end. Anyway, we're going to trial. We're going to trial. We're going to trial. No. V3 is not doing it for me, guys. V3 is not doing it for me. Hello, Lily Lover, what's up? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. All right, let's go for the evidence. It's only been a day, but I'm tired, and so we need a refresh. Monokuma file 4. The victim is Miu. The victim's body was discovered in the computer room on the 4th floor of the school. The estimated time of death is 6:30 a.m. No injuries can be found on the victim's body because she went bye-bye in the virtual world. Small bottle poison. The game would have you believe that this is the thing that killed Miu, but that didn't happen. Anyway, a bottle of poison from the Ultimate Detective's lab was found on Kokichi's seat. The poison is neutralized if it is mixed into anything, but it is still quite dangerous, and even a small amount will kill someone. It causes subtractability, making its victim's eyes completely bloodshot. And Miu didn't have bloodshot eyes, so I think he brought the poison for funsies. Device instructions. For the visors to function, they need to be plugged into the computer with 2 specific cores. The red core is for consciousness and the blue core is for memory. It is unknown what would happen if the cores were plugged into the wrong slots, but there's a chance that some kind of glitch might occur. I went down too fast. Hang on. Where were we? Miu's corpse. Miu was found grasping her neck with both hands. She died with her eyes open and an expression of agony on her face. As the first to log out, Kibo was the first to discover Miu's body. She still had her visor on at the time. The killing game simulator that looks utterly like the door of Cerebro. Next. The killing game simulator's text file contains the following information. Objects can break. Avatar cannot be injured. But TLDR, you can still feel pain. If Avatar takes fatal damage, the real body will also die from shock. Otherwise, the virtual world has the same as the real world down to the laws of physics. There are no special travel methods such as vehicle or warps. Login, log out record. The only thing really of note is that Kaito got logged out at 5:17, and everyone else logged out after 6:50. With the exception of Miu, who died before she could log out, everyone only logged in and out once each. The timestamps for their logs in are documented. Kaito's account. Kaito was the only one logged out from the virtual world while he was looking for the secret of the outside world on the mansion's rooftop. A ring of light appeared around his feet and he was suddenly logged out again as well. Not knowing if it was okay to log back in, he went back to his room and slept. Tsumiki's account. While Tsumiki was searching for the secret of the outside world in the virtual world's mansion, she saw Miu's avatar through the window. Loud noise. When Shiichi and Tsumiki were in the mansion's kitchen, the virtual world, they heard a loud sound as though something crashed into something else. Shortly after, while they were both in the entrance hall, they heard Kibo's voice despite the fact that he should have been past the map loading point. Events of the chapel. While looking for the secret of the outside world, Miu volunteered to search outside the chapel and split up from Himiko and the others. While Himiko, Maki, and Kibo were searching inside the chapel, they heard a loud sound as though something hit the chapel from the outside. When they went to investigate, they found Miu's avatar on the ground. Map of Dimension. I am not gonna go over it in detail, but it's a picture. Cool. Map of the world. The only thing of note is basically originally, I'm pretty sure what they were getting at with this map is that Miu flipped it backwards. Miu cut it in half and then flipped the 2 maps over. Because I'm pretty sure initially, like judging from that little area, I think that's like a kind of a cliff, not really. There's the rocky situation. I'm pretty sure at one point the chapel was just on the left-hand side of the mansion. Toilet paper found on the ground outside the mansion. Signboard used as a bridge. A signboard just long enough to use as a bridge across the river. There's only one in the virtual world. Miu threw it in the river, but it was later found stuck on the rocks in the mansion, in the river by the mansion. There's a lot of evidence in this one, I'm just saying. There was a hammer. There was a hammer by... There's a hammer by Miu's dead body. Yeah. Cool. Cell phone! Miu had a cell phone that can be used to lock people out. No cell promo in chat, Corey. I will mute you. I don't want people promoting their games in my chat. Thank you. The lattice was found on the ground by Miu's avatar. Was not seeing the chapel before that point because it came from the storage room. Yeah, Mr. 2 will show up later, most likely. Stuff about Miu's avatar dying in the virtual world. Anyway, she gave herself the properties of an object. There we go. Miu and Kokichi were supposed to meet on the rooftop. Yes. Kokichi agreed to meet with Miu on the rooftop, but because the door to the rooftop was locked, he couldn't. Because of that, he returned to the salon, which we know is a lie, because the door can only be locked from the inside. The changes made by Miu, setting up Kokichi's avatar. If Miu touches him, he can't move. And then the avatar error. Avatar user error occurred. Okay, that's all. I'm getting sleepy. Anyway, let's go to trial. Let's go to trial. I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, the trial is in session. Monokuma's going to have his cute little banter. What happens if the votes results in 2 first places? Oh, you're already preparing ahead, aren't you? It means that both the black and as long as one of them is correct is fine. Okay. I see. So it doesn't matter as long as people voted for both. Okay. Anyway. Kaido's mad. Himiko keeps talking even though no one cares for her opinion. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. Blah blah. Anyway, yeah, let's focus on the trial. Kokichi's here with Kaido's the culprit. Okay. They're bantering. You're able to move freely. You know, I have a huge problem with the pacing of the trial in V3. They always start backwards. Like, shouldn't we start with, like, how she died versus who was outside? Like, why does it matter what Kaito was doing? It only matters, we need to figure out how she died first. Like, we waste so much time on V3's trials because they start with really weird places. Like this one. Why are we starting with just accusing Kaito? Who cares about that? Let's figure out how Miu died first. Already frustrated, and we are 10 minutes into trial, not even 5 minutes into trial. Blah blah blah. Anyway, fact that Kaido is the only one locked as suspicious. Yeah, because Miu locked him out. Frustrating. We know he's not the culprit, Shuichi. It's been made very obvious by the evidence. And now we get to listen to everybody talk about nonsense. Oh, I forgot. Hang on, I forgot the controls already. A is the silencer. Okay, we poison her. She didn't die from the poison though. Yeah, that is true. I mean, she didn't die from the poison, so it doesn't matter. I haven't read anything they're saying because I am finding it so hard to pay attention to this. First thing you decide Miu was killed in the real world, the virtual world. Yeah, why can't we start there? Anyway. Yes, Miu was logged in. She wasn't poisoned. Anyway. I really like this chapter. My first playing game's probably my favorite, second favorite. It's not starting out well, Keiichi. I don't know what to tell you. Chapter's pretty weak. The trial's pretty good. It's not starting out great. I don't know what to tell you. Hello, Nano! Oh, this trial. Yeah, pretty sure Gana's gonna die. Don't all of them do that? Kind of, but not as blatantly, obviously stupid like this one. I think V3 does this thing because it wants to make the trial longer. It purposely puts things in a very inconvenient order, so there's more things to be talked about. And V3 has a lot of non-stop debates, even more so than the other ones. So it becomes very lengthy and frustrating to go through. Anyway, Miu wasn't killed by the poison. The warning on the label proved it. Yes, drinking the poison resulted in subjunctival hemorrhaging. Yes. Anyway, yes, your eyes would be bloodshot, but Miu's wasn't. Yes. Yes. Okay. What's the poison for? For you to have a good time, Kokichi, obviously. Miu's real cause of death. Wait, what? Hang on. What am I supposed to put in this? What am I supposed to put in this? Going with this. I think that's wrong. Why is there no option that she died in the virtual world? Yes, I'm aware, but what are we supposed to choose? I also don't like how things are so ambiguous in this one. Like, I know what they want me to answer, but I also don't know how am I supposed to answer it. It's not this one. I'm gonna choose this one. Okay, we're going with this. Yeah, so she died from the simulator. Are we good? Can we move on? Yes, very SAO. Very SAO. Did this come up before or after Sword Art Online? Oh yeah, there was a text file with the program. That's right. Anyway, Miu received fatal damage. The virtual one died from the shock. Yes. Yeah, she died in the simulator. Oh no, Gonta, you have a question? What is it? Oh, he's still confused about the virtual world. I see. Okay. If Miu was killed in the virtual world, then the next thing we need to figure out is what caused her to incur fatal damage within the virtual world. So her cause of death in the virtual world is the one that matters. Yes. 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 Anyway. For no apparent reason, we are filling in with things that already happened. Even though we're the player and we already know about all of this. The fatal damage that Miu received in the virtual world. Alright, oh my god. Another non-stop debate! Jesus. Okay. Yeah, she was fatally injured, yes. Blah blah blah. It has to be a hammer? No. Okay. Strangulation? I don't think so. She was... she's drowned? Okay. Think about the condition of Miu's body. I'm pretty sure she fell because of the lattice. Also, didn't what's-her-name see her by the window? I think she fell. Why do all the characters sound so significantly cooler in JP? Because JP voice actors are good. To be honest, it's kind of realistic. I do not care. It's boring. It's boring. It's frustrating. It's annoying. It's annoying. Very annoying to me. Especially since I know they can do it better and they're choosing not to in order to make the game longer. Because the trials for V3 are so unnecessarily long. It's so unnecessarily long. Like half the time I'm just like, what? Why are we talking about this? Like, if I wanted to watch a realistic trial, have a realistic trial experience, I would just go watch Core TV. I wouldn't be playing a game. Especially since the other two games doesn't suffer from this issue as much. Miu in the wait, what? Miu in the words of the game's creators made this way. I don't care. She's already dead. I don't care about her anymore. Anyway, if I think about the condition of Miu's body, that should yield a clue. I think she dropped. But I need to take a look at the evidence. Her eyes are open. Oh, she was probably strangled then. Just found grasping her neck with both hands. She died with her eyes open, an expression of energy. So she either drowned or she was strangled. But I think the strangulation is more likely. Okay, I'm going with my gut because I don't know anymore. Anyway, what was she been strangled with? I wonder. Oh no, I don't think so. Yeah, Gonta will never heal a lady. Anyway, I'm agreeing with Maki because I thought she was strangled when I first saw her body, so that's what I'm going with. Even though I found this chapter, yeah, it's more important for the game to be fun than realistic. Yeah, I mean, you know, it has to be engaging, and these trials are making me zone out, which I don't think is a good point. The triple X in Miu's face is a reference to her personality. She has a personality? I wasn't aware she has a personality. I thought she was just here for fan service. The trial in this game have good ideas and still don't have much filler. I don't know, man. I don't think V3's really winning. V3's not really winning in the V3's not really winning me over. Let's just say it's not making a comeback. Let's put it that way. It's not making a comeback. It's not making a comeback. Shuichi is cute though. At least I get to stare at him. Otherwise, is there any joy in playing this game? I am not sure. I think V3 has too many subplots to throw at you at once, if that makes sense. Yeah, but I don't really have an issue with that. I think it's a lot more... I just feel V3 is much longer than it needs to be. It's much longer. Like, I start disengaging because there's too much filler. We agree with Maki because she's the only sane one here. Oh yeah, I guess an argument can be made for that. Miu's body shows severe trauma and signs of a struggle. Yeah, so she was strangled. Pretty sure. Otherwise, there's no reason for her to move her hand to her neck. The virtual world is connected to all five senses. Her body experienced pain. She must have been in pain in the virtual world as well. Yes. Knowing that, believe Maki's correct, Miu was strangled to death. Oh, she was probably strangled by the cords, huh? Those are pretty long. Oh, wait, there's... Oh, maybe in the game? Oh, no, yeah. We'll keep going. Where are we? Strangling and poison are the only methods that's gonna make her look like she's suffocated. Well, Maki. You're useful to have on hand now. Yeah, so it's not... If it's not poison, it can only be strangulation. You're gonna go now? Have a good night, Corey! Sweet dreams! Also, when a victim is poisoned, they commonly grab their chest or mouth. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to grab her neck. Yeah, trying to protect her windpipe. Yeah. Okay. Kokichi stirring the pot because he can. Yes. I'm so disengaged, I can't even yell at Tsumugi anymore. Is strangulation even possible in the virtual world? I don't know. Is it? Avatars were equally strong. It would be difficult to strangle a resisting victim. Kibo, it doesn't take that much force to strangle someone. Strangling is more about physics than strength. But I see your point. I see your point. Not gonna lie, Miu's kind of like a tamer or teru. I would argue she's teru times 5. Because a lot of things Teru tried to say, the game just cuts them off, so you never really know. But this game apparently is okay with girls saying these things, which is what Miu does. Anyway, she was just as strong as them. No way they could strangle her. Yeah, exactly. The culprit just needs a tool. Strangulation is about physics, not about strength. Yeah, you don't really need strength. Especially if you have gravity. Anyway, blah blah blah. They must have used something else as a rope. Yes, possibly. We're going with the toilet paper? Oh, we found it during the investigation. We're going with the toilet paper? We're going with the toilet paper? Is that what we're going with? Because I don't know. Okay, we're going with the toilet paper. Yeah, okay, we're going with the toilet paper. Oh, because they don't break. That's right. Objects don't break inside the game. During the investigation, we found toilet paper outside the mansion. What would toilet paper be doing here? Yeah, so the toilet paper was used to strangle her. Okay, Gonta's going to fight us now. What do I mean? I mean what I said. Oh, I'm goofing off? It's not gentlemanly at all? Why? Okay. Oh, I already forgot and I need the instructions. A is cut, Y is the shoot bullet. Okay, I need this. You can't though. No. Yeah. Sorry, Gonta. That's not that. The virtual world has its own set of rules. Yeah, the toilet paper wouldn't tear. Yeah, in the virtual world, objects are unbreakable, which means that it doesn't tear. Yes, it's unbreakable. Yes, if objects can't break in the world, then toilet paper shouldn't be able to tear. Yes. Yes, it couldn't tear, it could be used as a rope.
なんかよくわからないけど。ごめん、サイハル君。
間
違ってたのはゴンタみたいだ。
It's alright, Gonta. We should have never let Gonta into the virtual world. He should have just stayed outside. Since he didn't know what it was, he should have just stayed outside. Anyway, don't worry about it. I mean, I don't want to agree with Himiko, but I get what she's saying. Anyway, let's keep going. Maybe the culprit tried to get rid of it to destroy the evidence? Yeah, if the culprit meant to get rid of the evidence, they did a poor job of it. It was a much better place where they could have destroyed it. Backup weapon? Hammer is the backup weapon? I think it's unlikely. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Miu brought the hammer. Yeah, Miu brought the hammer. Yeah, Miu brought the hammer. For what reason? I don't know. Yeah, she's the only one who knows how these things work. Because she supposedly deleted everything. So if there's a hammer in there, that means she either left it there, she left it there. Yes. Yes. And Monotaro did say that Miu purposely left the hammer in. You put the hammer for sure, but what does she need it for? Okay. Anyway. Assume that Miu brought the hammer. What was she planning on doing with it? Break the wall. Could have just programmed it in if she wanted to build something. Doesn't matter if she's the victim. Okay, and I know Miu and Kokichi were supposed to beat up, so maybe. I don't think there's any reason to break the wall. If she wanted to break the wall, if she wanted to build something, she could have just programmed it in. There's no reason. Oh, I missed it, I think. Yeah, she was the victim. Anyway. Oh, I keep missing it. Fast forward. Okay, focus. Focus. I have to keep moving. Focus. She was meeting someone. We'll go with that. There we go. We got to agree with Kokichi. Unfortunate, but we're gonna do it anyway. Yeah, Miu was going to meet up with someone in the virtual world. Yeah, she was supposed to meet her. I overheard them talking about it at the chapel. Miu asked to meet up with me before we went to the virtual world. Yeah, I think Miu was trying to kill Kokichi. I think she was planning to kill Kokichi. But it backfired because Kokichi figured it out. Yeah. Yeah, because I think she thought Kokichi,
彼女はそれが嘘じゃないってことは
but Kokichi saw through it because, what are we doing? Okay, we're doing the taxi. The taxi. I already forgot the controls with this too. All right. Shuichi is going to go pick up girls in Vegas again. So let's go. Shuichi's gonna go pick up girls in Vegas again. And we're in the desert. As usual, there's a car in front of us that apparently I can't run over just because I feel like it, which is very unfortunate. Because why is there another car in my mind? I should be the only car here. Anyway, let's keep going. And how are they driving faster than me when I'm going 205 kilometers an hour? Game makes no sense. Anyway, maybe I should try hitting 2 at the same time. Let's try doing that. Unless it's gonna take forever. I think it's ridiculous I can only get 1 letter at a time. Like, why? Oh no, I only hit 1 again. Oh, are we not going to Vegas? Or are we going to Vegas? I can't tell. I don't remember the last psych taxi to be this dark. To be this bright. Oh, never mind. We're going to Vegas now. We're going to Vegas. Kokichi, why are you picking up girls? Why are you picking up girls in Vegas? That's not okay. Why are you picking up escorts? Aren't you like 16? Aren't you like 16? I don't get this. Why? Why must the devs be like this? Anyway. Apparently, the fastest I can go is 205 kilometers an hour. You can't go faster than that, apparently. I might crash my car. I don't know. Oh my god, the sentence is so long! Jesus. Okay, let's keep going. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Okay, where was Miu trying to kill Kokichi through the rooftop? Freaking thinking time. I don't need thinking time! Don't stop me! Oh, never mind. I can go 212 kilometers an hour. Anyway, she's trying to kill her in the afterlife. What? Alright, time to hit another escort. There we go. Oh my god. Man. Stop! Shuichi, you're 16! Okay, oh shoot. I'm missing letters. Okay. Okay. Apparently I'm not allowed to hit other cars. That makes me very upset. Because why are there other cars in my brain? I should be the only car in here. It is my brain. Also, Shizu, why do you need a whole... In some way, one could argue that Shuichi's mind actually works doesn't work as well as Hajime's. I'm just saying. Because Hajime's psych dive doesn't take this long. Even though he's on a skateboard. So one could argue that Shuichi is much worse at this. Anyway, I'm gonna pass these cars. Anyway, why was the bottom poison on Kokichi's seat? The people think he killed himself. Anyway, so what are my options to divert attention? Boom! Alright! We're done! Whew. Was much worse than UDG, like criminally worse? Wait, what? There was no driving Ultra Despair Girls? Was there driving Ultra Despair Girls? I don't remember there being driving Ultra Despair Girls. Why are there so many billboards with Tsumigi on it? I don't know, man. I don't know. I wish I can answer that. At least it's not Angie anymore. At least it's not Angie anymore. Yeah, she wanted it to appear as if Kokichi was killed in the real world. Yes. Did she do that? Miyu was the one who put that poison bottle there. Oh, maybe. All the driving, the innuendos with characters significantly younger. Oh no, man. I feel like Miyu has already gone beyond innuendo. She might as well be saying it on screen. Okay, anyway, we have more debate coming up because Kaito doesn't like the idea of the poison being planted by Miyu. Oh, she did go in last though. No, she didn't log out. She just went in last. I'm pretty sure she could have. She didn't log in last. She did log in last. What? Anyway, let's just keep going. Goddess noticing. It must be she logged down. No, she didn't. She didn't log out. We know she didn't log out. Yeah, she didn't do that either. Oh, she didn't log in or log. She just came in last. She just came in last. Anyway. Sorry, Kaito! You're wrong. It was me who planted the poison on Kokichi's chair. They had plenty of time to do it, yes. She logged in last. Yeah. She had 2 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, she had 2 seconds, I suppose. Alright. She had 2 seconds. Oh, 2 minutes. I think those are minutes. Anyway, she had 2 minutes to plan the poison. She logged in last. She would have had time to move around the real world if the previous person logged. Yeah, so she had 2 minutes. Okay, that makes sense. She had 2 minutes to place the poison. Yeah, she tried to kill you. Hidden on Kaito. Okay, cool. Yeah, so she logged you out. Uh-huh. How did Miyu log Kaito out? With the cell phone? Yes. Yes. Yes, so she could log someone out with the cell phone. Yeah, so we were able to do that also. Yeah, with that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time. Of course she didn't mention it. She didn't mention it because she was using it as part of her murder plan. Anyway. Kokichi had this whole speech and my reaction was exactly the same as Monokuma's. Anyway, let's keep going. Anyway, let's keep going.
それにしても不幸中
どうい
だってもし彼女が犯人を当てるのはかなり困難
You guys wanna have had a hard time? Had a way to figure it out? I don't know.
プログラム世界の死が
If it actually happened, I'm sure the game will find convoluted ways for me to figure out the truth.
全てを自分の都合のいいようにできるから。
She had total control. Yeah. Anyway, she really wanted to kill Kokichi. Alright, let's keep going.
うちらを殺したいなくなったらいい。
とってもつまらなくな
Okay.
大間くんって
そう
いやモノクマと一緒
I
だ
don't know how to put this. I feel like since this is the third game, this whole like, oh no, we got backstabbed by our friend thing has lost its excitement or shock value or whatever. I feel like V3 would be better if it was your first game going to Danganronpa. I feel like as a third game, it's kind of eh. Because I'm just like, okay, cool. We've only been through this like twice before. So like all of this stuff is not as like, it doesn't speak as much. Because you're like, yeah, we already know this from the other two games.
そうやってそんな臆病なところが
Anyway, they're just fighting.
はい。しっかり発表。
Anyway, cool. Alright, let's
いい
keep
か
going.
大間俺
Alright.
何が疑心暗鬼のゲームだ
Okay, anyway, Kaito's standing firm on his stance. He's gonna believe everyone.
ま
And then Kokichi is gonna be like, yeah, do whatever you want.
ねえ、いつまで
And then
そう
let's
してるの
get back to the
誰が
trial.
犯人なのかを
Let's get back to
突き止め
the
ない限
trial.
りあんた
Yeah,
たちも私
yeah.
たちも
Let's get back to the
あ
trial.
そうで
犯人探しを再開させるなら
あんたはイルマと待ち合わせだったら
それなら答えるけど
You never met up with Miyu? You sure about that?
おって
待ち合わせ場所の屋上に行こう
The door was locked?
同じの特技はピッ
They have stuff with her. Yeah, but the door doesn't lock, I think. I think it's one of the evidences. Let me check. Okay, maybe we just have to talk about it. Anyway, let's keep going.
そういえばでも
Was the door to the roof actually locked?
ログアウトする前に私が屋上
The
に
door
行くぞ
wasn't locked.
そう
だったら
Then who locked the door to the
知ら
roof?
ないって
俺が屋上にいた時は鍵なんてかけてな
嘘をついて
お主が犯人だった場合
Then we do a lot if you're the culprit. That is
なる
true.
ほど
That is true.
なんだよそれ
Alright, let's get to the
嘘か本当かを話してもキリがないよ。
yeah. Let's get to the important stuff. Like this banter is cute and all, but
きっ
like,
とそれは
where's
後
the
でわ
trial?
かるはずだよ。それより、イルマさんの死の
Yeah.
真
Before
相を
we
明
get
ら
to
か
that, we
に
need
し
to
ろ。
discover the truth behind Miyu's
イ
death.
ルマさんの
イルマさんの死には、死だけじゃなくて、
Mm,
彼女の行動には
there are mysterious
やたらと不可解
circumstances
な点が
surrounding
多いん
her
だ。
death. I mean,
まずは
true.
その理由をはっきりさせるべ
But
き
we're
だ
not
と思
gonna
う。
talk about the fact how it's not possible for the door to be locked when he tried to go to the top because the door locks from like the outside. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. Like the fact that the door is locked from the outside, not from the inside. So like she's lying. We're not gonna talk about that. Okay. All right. We're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the rest of the stuff, I guess.
その調子で頑張
Whatever,
ってよ
Kokichi.
それで
All right. Let's talk about the strange circumstances
さっきの
surrounding
音
her
楽の
death.
話だと、待ち合わせ場所を決めたのは、
Peachy claims it was Miyu who chose the meeting place,
そもそも
but I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's
ど
room.
うやって
Oh,
館
alright,
の
so
屋
that's
上ま
what
で
we're
行ったの
going
かと
to
思っ
We're
て。
gonna talk about the map now. Alright. Here's the main problem in Danganronpa sequels, in my opinion. The Danganronpa developers only need to do everything the other two games did with the same formula. When they try to change the formula, they rarely commit to it. Maybe? I just feel like the game is too long. And also, like, this is what I mean by if you were playing V3 for the first time, like, this is your first ever Danganronpa game, I think it would be a lot more exciting, a lot more, like, emotional, and a lot more, like, you would be a lot more invested. But, like, I've already played, like, 2.5 back-to-back, arguably. Like, the whole, like, fighting about whether or not we should trust everybody, fighting about, like, oh my god, I can't believe there's a Cobra among us, like, that got old, you know? So, it becomes redundant for someone who's already played, like, all 3 games. Like, this is their 3rd game. I think this might be why the trials feel extra long and the story's, like, a little bit bland. Because I'm just like, but we did this. Like, alright, everyone's shocked again. Like, oh no, the culprit is among us, you know? Like, that's only exciting the first time you do it. By the 3rd game, you're kind of like, yes, unfortunately, yes, the culprit is among you, you know? I just feel like it's a little long. Anyway, Miyu might not have gone to the room. No, she did. No, she did. We know she did. This would mean determine if Miyu was actually there or not. No, she did. Okay, well, now we're gonna talk about the map. Alright, we're gonna talk about the map. Another non-stop debate! Exciting! My favorite thing in this game. You know, I used to really like non-stop debates. I actually really liked non-stop debate in the previous games, but this one, for some reason, a non-stop debate for this game, I feel like it's because there's so many of them, like, I can't focus on them. And the way the words move, too, makes it frustrating to play. So it just makes me like, oh, another one? God damn. Anyway, no, the bridge is not the only way. We need to talk about the map. And wait, what truthful list do we have? Loud noise, Miyu's corpse, Kokichi's song, standing on Koki's street. Okay, Tsumuki did see her. How she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge. The bridge would be the only way to get across. As of right now, yes. She stood you up, maybe. It'd be funny if she did. She was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion. She's been at the chapel. I think I'm supposed to... Oop, I just touched my mic. I think I'm supposed to disagree with the fact that she was at the chapel. Okay, I'm gonna try. I don't know if this is right. Okay. Oh, I keep skipping over it. I also don't like how this one, like, the font goes everywhere. And it makes me harder to shoot, and it just seems unnecessary. I don't know. It's just frustrating to me. It's hard to read. I know people are gonna be like, well, it's because you want to play it in Japanese. Trust me, guys. Trust me. If it was in English, even if I was listening to this speaking English, I would have the same exact problem. No, she wasn't at the chapel. I didn't even hit it. Among Us? Yeah. Yeah, I did say Among Us, didn't I? By the way, isn't Among Us and Danganronpa pretty much the same thing every single time? You're trying to figure out who the traitor is that killed their classmates or whatever. Hello, Mr. 2. I'm suffering. Anyway, here we go. Finally, that only took forever. Yeah, Miyu must have gone to the mansion because Tsumugi saw her. Why did you say so sooner? I mean, like, y'all didn't really give her a chance to say that. I'm just saying. It's not like you guys open by saying, hey, everybody, like, give us your accounts. No, y'all just start arguing with each other. It's not like you guys start with presenting the evidence like a real trial. No, y'all just go in and argue. So, of course, she didn't get a chance to say that. What are you mad at her for? I don't even like her, and I'm here defending her. God damn, Himiko. Look what you made me do. I missed? Yeah, I miss a lot, don't I? How she get to the mansion from the chapel? Must be some special method only Miu know? Yeah, that's why she dropped the bridge. Anyway. I had to deal with the map. Anyway. You say that, Kaito, but we all know that Shuichi's gonna be the ones ending up solving this. I already figured out. I'm pretty sure I already know this, but... Oh my god, we're back to non-stop debate, okay. At this point, I'm begging for a handman's gambit. I think it's the wall. I think it's the wall. We're going to the wall? Okay, we're going to the wall. Wait, what? There was no warp zone. Place you cross without a bridge. I mean, technically, yes, and a hidden route. Yes, this. No! God damn! There should be a rule against their statements freaking twisting and whatever. Anyway, let's keep going. I think I know. I think I already know what they're going with. I would have liked the plane though. I would have liked the plane. That would have been cool. I would have liked the plane. It would have been more exciting anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna agree with Kipo on this. Yeah, there was a hidden route only Miu could use. Yes, do none of you listen to people when they talk? Do none of you have brains? God damn. Miu modified the program to add a special wall to the world. Yeah, she did do that. The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found 2 such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Miu added the wall by the mansion or the one near the chapel. Actually, Shuichi, I think it's better to say that is the same wall. I'm pretty sure they're the same wall. Oh my, okay. Anyway, we have to argue with Kaito now. Yeah, she set up a weird wall. It's suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with what we're talking about! Kaito, I'm the ultimate detective! You seriously arguing with me right now? That's what I mean! This is what I mean! Unnecessarily long! I didn't make a mistake! What do you mean? God damn, Kaito, what the hell? Anyway. Oh shit, I already kind of forgot. What do you mean? She's the only one who can cross! Because she's an object! God damn! Oh my god, why couldn't you wait until Shuichi finished talking? Why can't you wait until Shuichi stopped talking? Oh my god, you made me press the wrong button. Then why couldn't you have let Shuichi finish talking? Yeah, she said herself as an object. Jesus.
あいつが壁を通り抜けるのも不可能だろ。イルマは物じゃねえんだからよ。
But she is!
この子
God!
切ってみせる。
You know, this whole thing wouldn't have happened if you had just let Shuichi finish his monologue, Kaito! God damn! Maybe do all that work for no reason! I'm begging for Handmaid's Gambit as well. That's how much I hate the pacing of this game, especially with the non-stop debates. Like, the back-to-back non-stop debates, it drives me insane. Talking just to talk at this point. Facts. You see, Eri, the things with Kaito is just way go stupid. Yeah, if he only just waited like 2 more seconds, I wouldn't have to do all of that. Shuichi would have explained all of it. God damn. Making me do things just to make me do things. Eri crash out's always a pleasure. Oh, I'm glad someone's having a good time because it's not me. Anyway, yeah, she changed her avatar setting from human to object. You would know this if you paid attention, but you don't, so maybe you should just shut up and sit down, Kaito. I mean that in the nicest way possible. Yes, she made herself an object.
あいつのアバターはあの世界では物扱いだったってことだから。
Wait, the virtual world treated her as an object? Isn't she unbreakable? So how is it possible that she can die? Like, if she's unbreakable, then her windpipe can't be crushed. How did she die? That doesn't make any sense. Also, by definition, objects don't have feelings, right? I'm pretty sure if she set herself as an object in this virtual world, she wouldn't have any attributes that gave her, like, pain receptors. So how does she die? Because the logic of her death is that you receive, because you still receive like pain, etc. That's how you die. The feedback from that kills you. But if she's an object, those properties, those attributes shouldn't exist in the programming. Because an object wouldn't have a pain attribute or a feelings attribute. So how does she die if she's an object? I don't even care anymore. Yeah, anyway, she could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through. Yeah. Yes, Kaito.
やる気が先走りすぎだよ。だから言ったでしょ。
Anyway. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Anyway, let's keep going. So if Miu messed with the program, made a wall only she could go through, and her secret rule was through that wall. Yes. Yes, it's like a glitch. Yes, I'm very proud of you. Shut up, Tsumugi. But even if she could walk through walls, is there really a hidden passage? What? You're not trapped here? Beyond that wall is the end of the world. No, she just flipped the map backwards. That's all. So technically, beyond the wall, nothing does exist. That is actually true. No way to find out now.
あのクソビッチ肉便器ゲロ女のことだ。
Anyway.
仕事と見栄と下品だらけの人生を送っていた彼女なら。
Blah 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 blah. Anyway, Kokichi's just monologuing, and I zoned out. And I didn't read a word he said, but we're gonna keep going. Oh, Momotaro, remember that there was no hidden route in that virtual world. Technically, it's not hidden. It's just something that she can pass through. Anyway, let's keep going. Kaido, I love you. Sometimes my patience runs thin. I'm more concerned with the fact there's no way Miu would have died if she was actually attributed as an object. Because it would be stupid for her to give herself assign herself as an object and then go out of her way to make herself killable by adding pain attributes to herself. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But okay, whatever. The game does what it wants. Who cares if the evidence disproves the crime? We did that already, so you know what? Whatever. Let's keep going.
その先に何もないなら
意味のないことをしたとは思えない。
Yeah, she wanted to be able to go to that wall for a reason. But once we solve the mystery of the virtual world... It's alright, don't worry about it. There's been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Miu was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall. I think the painting was invited to follow the program. Yeah, if you are a human. Why would the program default to giving objects pain attributes? It wouldn't. It wouldn't. It would be silly. That would be so pointless. You're telling me when who made the Neo World program? When Alter Ego... Wait, did Alter Ego make... I don't even know. When Alter Ego made the Neo World program, he went, okay, we're gonna give the humans so they could feel pain. So we give the human... Because they're a human, we're gonna pain attributes. And for absolutely no reason, we also give object. Something that's identified as an unbreakable object, let's give them pain attributes also. Why? For what reason? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. Because why would you do that? You wouldn't. She made herself into an object. By definition, she would be unbreakable. If she's unbreakable, why would she go out of her way to give herself pain attributes? She wouldn't. It's silly. It makes no sense. Like, I'm pretty sure the pain attribute, that kind of thing, is related to the fact that you're a human. So, like, why would you use up unnecessary programming to give an object a pain attribute? It doesn't make any sense. Like, it's just... I get why they did it, but, like, why? It's this thing with V3 I have noticed, where their evidence directly contradicts with how the crime could have possibly occurred. And I hate it. Chihiro made the Neo World program DR2 with the help of Ultimate Your Knowledge and Ultimate Therapist. So, Chihiro be such a good programmer, I highly doubt they would be like, hey, let's give toilet paper a pain attribute. Because that would be... For what purpose exactly? No purpose. It would not be a purpose. There would be no purpose. It just doesn't make any sense. If you even know a little bit about programming and attribution and how these things work, you would know that this crime is not actually feasible, because if Miu made herself an object, she wouldn't actually be able to die. She would literally be unkillable. But the game doesn't care about that. V3 doesn't care about this. We already went through an entire trial. We actually went through 2 trials where the evidence directly contradicts the crime, but nobody cares. So you know what? Events that led us here. I forgot. What was the question? Oh yeah, the loud sound. Yeah, this. You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen? Yes. Oh, what was that sound? It sounded as if something was struck very hard. It came from outside, but... Oh yeah, that happened. Yes, we all heard that sound. Did you hear the sound? Okay, you guys heard the sound too. Okay, that's cool. That sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
それが館まで聞こえてい
I
た
don't
んで
know,
す
probably because the chapel and the mansion are right next to each
そも
other.
そもマップ機その音って
あれは今日
でも
Um,
僕たちも確かに聞いている
yeah,
んだ
we
よ
heard it.
その後の
Yeah.
キーボくんの声もね
Anyway, so let's, we have a little flashback scene right here.
あの時の僕の声もですか
Yes, we heard your voice.
何そ
I'm
れ
telling you, the chapel's right next to the mansion.
だ
I
から
don't
こ
know
そそこに何か手
why
がかりがある気がするんだ
this seems like
あの
a
プログラム
difficult thing for
世界の
everyone to
謎を解く
grasp
手
in
が
this
かり
game.
だね
But anyway, there's some kind of clue. Yes, there is.
まあ答え合わせは後にして先にほらプログラム世界の不思議な
There
現
was
象って
another mysterious
他にもあ
phenomenon
っ
in
た
the
もん
virtual
ね
world, wasn't it? Oh, we're gonna talk about the sign?
本当まで
ごめん
Okay,
謝る
cool.
必要なんて
Oh,
ね
yeah, the banter's real cute. I think they're talking about the bridge. Alright, we're gonna do this. Cool. I forgot the controls. A. Alright, let's go. Oh, I'm not allowed to. Oh, I have to unlock more. Okay, let's do that. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Can I select it yet? Oh, yes, I can. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Um.
僕らが橋に
The
使って
sign
いたあ
that
の
we
看
were
板
that
も
we were using as a bridge was odd.
何が不自然だったの
さっきも話に出たけど
Yeah, so she dropped it in the river.
僕は後でその流された看板を見つけたんだけど
Yeah, because it slipped past the chapel and back to the mansion because the chapel and the mansion are right next to each other! You guys not do puzzles in your free time? No, I should remember exactly what happened with the sign. Oh my god! Shuichi! You need a whole entire 5-minute deep dive into your brain for this? What? Shuichi, I love you. You're really cute, but this is disappointing. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Even more disappointing than the game trying to make impossible crimes possible. Oh my god, I can't believe Shuichi needs an entire taxi ride for this. Is the answer not apparent and obvious? People not... What? Which one was the signpost swept away? Okay. Sure. Fine. I did not need thinking time! God damn. The river. Let's hit the escort, Shuichi. That's right. Nothing says I'm a detective like a hit and run. What the? You guys are moving now. Shuichi, why are the letters in your brain moving on the street? I need answers. Shuichi, you're very cute, but what the F is going on? Let's pass this car. So what the hell? Why are there other cars in my brain? Where's the end of the river? Supposedly the chapel. Supposed to be the chapel, according to the map that we have. I know it's not the chapel. Good? Don't say good! The river doesn't end going to the chapel! Going. Shuichi. I recommend you some CSI when you get the hell out of here. Because what the hell? You know what happens to people who try to hook up with girls in Vegas? Bad things happen. And I'm gonna run into another car at some point. So I'm going 215 kilometers an hour. And I feel like it. Anyway, there was the signboard found after it was swept away. The mansion. Why do you need a whole entire freeway ride to figure this out, Shuichi? Why? Was it oh my god. Alright, let's pick up your last girl. Alright, we're done. Shuichi needs a whole minigame for something as simple as this, for real. Oh wait, we're not done? God damn! Shuichi, what the hell? We're still going? Stop looking at Tsubuki's boobs! They're probably not even real! Damn. I want everyone to know this is not how I drive in real life. I signal, I look over my shoulder, I check my blind spots. Definitely, I do not drive 170 miles an hour. Compared to the river's current, which way did the signboard flow? Backward. So insulted by thinking time. Oh my god! You need to drive for 4 hours at 198 kilometers per an hour to figure this out, Shuichi? What the hell? Guys, was Shuichi just a gooner all along? No! He's too cute to be a gooner! Tsubuki Rose is crazy. Sorry. I can't let go any chance to insult her because I hate her. Anyway, it appears as though the sign was carried against the river's current. So you dropped the sign. Yeah. Oh my god. How long is it gonna take for y'all to just be like, yeah, the map was switched. Anyway, the sign ended up at the mansion. Supposedly against the current, but it didn't. Yes, the signboard should have been near the chapel, we found it on the other side. And he was down the chapel side. Probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel, got to cross the river. She didn't need to though. She didn't need to though. Yeah, why would she leave the signboard where it would get swept away and leave her stranded? Blah blah blah. What only object can pass through sounds that shouldn't be heard? Oh my god. Shuichi, why are you shocked? Shuichi, what do you mean, what? Wait, what? Shuichi, really? You haven't figured it out? It's so glaringly obvious. It's so glaringly obvious. Oh my god. What was the question? I just cannot break. I don't know. Oh yeah, the map. I'm so shocked that I have to do this. Like, Shuichi don't just know. Where is it? They talk about it. Wall added by Miu.
これだ看板の不自然な流され方に関係しているのは
Yeah, anyway, only objects can pass through.
じゃないかな。
I feel like she just cut the map in half and then switched the
教
places.
会のもし教会の壁が
That
イルマ
happened.
さんの設
And
置し
Miu
た
allowed the wall only non-humans can pass through.
看板は
Aren't there supposed to not be anything beyond the wall, guys? Haven't we established that?
教会が
Oh my
壁がワ
god.
ープゾーンにな
How could the cyber pass the wall and up the mention side? Won't explain that.
はいはるちゃん
I don't need you, Kokichi! I already know the answer! I already know the answer! Oh my god. You need to forget about what we know and just think about it. It's so obvious. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and up upstream? Shuichi, please! Shuichi, please! Shuichi, it's so obvious! Downstream. It's so obvious!
川下と川上がつながっているとしたら
GG, please, but it's not that hard for real. Oh yeah, what if both ends of the river were connected?
川下と川上が
Yes. Yes. Why is this taking so long?
つまり
Why is it taking so long?
川下の教会の壁で途切れているわけじゃなくて
Yeah. So the chapel and the mansion's right next to each other. Got it.
川上にある館の壁のところ
Yeah.
とそのままつながっているんじゃないかってことだよ。
But this doesn't explain the sound unless they were all part of the same map to begin with.
何言ってんだ川下と川上だから常識を
そうだとしても壁の件はどうなるの通り
They're the same wall! Oh my god! This is driving me crazy! Oh my god, is it not obvious? It's the same wall! She only put in one wall!
そうかそういうことだったのか。イルマさんが
Shuichi, how are you the ultimate
一つだった理由
detective?
が分かったぞ。
Shuichi, how are you the ultimate detective? Shuichi, it's taking you an hour and a half to figure out something I figured out before we even got to trial! How are you the ultimate detective? I don't understand! Shuichi, please. Shuichi, you are so cute. But you're really not beating the allegation that you're only a pretty face right now because what is this? It's the same wall. They're the same wall.
そうだ
She cut the map in half and switched them
教
backwards.
会側の壁と館側の壁は別々じゃなくて同じ一つの壁だ
It
ったん
took
だ。
us so long to get here. Why did it take so long to get here? The walls by the chapel and the mansion are separate. They're the same wall. Yes, the chapel and the mansion are next to each other. Gigi probably knows how many sides an octagon has. Unlike Hajime was right, by the way. Everyone makes it some kind of joke that Hajime doesn't know what an octagon is, but Hajime was right. That is an octagon. An octagon, by definition, is a polygon with 8 sides, and that polygon has 8 sides. Okay? I'm so sick of seeing that meme on my feed. Hajime does, in fact, know how many sides an octagon has. Jesus.
同じ一つの壁
Yes, you're the same wall.
あの川だけじゃなかったんだ。そこにある壁
Yes,
も
the walls themselves are
表裏が
connected.
つな
Oh
がっ
my
ていたんだよ。
god. I can't believe it took so long for us to get here!
つまりあの世界の Y 軸方向の壁は2つじゃなくてイルマ
Think
さん
of
が
it
追
as
加
two
で設置
separate
し
walls,
た
the
一
single
つ
wall
だけだった
parallel
ん
to
だ。
the y-axis. Yes.
その一つの壁だ
She
けが
cut the map in half and switched their places. It's not that. It's not rocket science, guys. It's so obvious. If if you just look at the little stone edge, they obviously connect up at the end. Oh my god. Yeah, anyway, that's how Lasai ended up at the mansion.
ほら俺の言った通りでこうだてめえは一体何を知っていいからいいから川も壁も繋がっていたとすると
We're still talking about this?
あのプログラム世界にどんな秘密が隠されていたのかさ
But, oh my god. We're still on this?! Shuichi, you're so cute, but what the hell is happening? There's no way you have the ultimate detective. It's taking me way too long to get here! God, alright. The unique feature? What? I don't know. I'm just gonna... I don't know what the word you're trying to make is. I don't know what the word is supposed to be. Oh, is it mirrored? Wait, what? What? Huh? Huh? What? I don't understand. Yeah, I'm just gonna put a vowel there because I know it has to be a vowel. I think I lost my... Okay. Oh, here I am. No, if it's wrong, it's wrong. Oh, is it world map? No, I don't know anymore. What? What? Are you saying it's a loop? It's not a loop, though. It's not a loop. She just cut it in half and flipped it backwards. How is that a loop? A loop like that, it would be a wait, what? If it's a loop, you wouldn't be able to. Oh my god! Wait, what? It's not a loop. She moved the map backwards. They're actually just connected. I mean, yes, now it's a loop. But that's not the actual secret. The secret is she cut it in half and flipped it backwards. Whatever. I mean, yes, it's a loop now. It's a loop now. But it wasn't a loop before because she added the wall. Okay, anyway. Because if it's a loop, the sound shouldn't have passed through. That's not how sound works in the video game. But okay, sure, do whatever you want. Whatever you want, I don't even care anymore.
もともと Y 軸方向の壁はなくて X 軸
マジかよ
ループする世界とは
でも
Anyway, I'll just keep going.
全てじゃないよね。だって例の
ああマップ切り替えポイント越しだと音はい
やその件もあの世界がループしていると
If the world is a looping, explain that as well. No! What?
ただそれには
どこでループしているのかって
Wouldn't it make more sense for the mansion to be a chapel to be right next to each other? She added the wall and she cut it in half? Because if it's a loop, the sound wouldn't pass through. Why would the sound pass through? Huh? Sure, whatever. I don't care anymore.
館の壁と教会の壁
It's the same wall.
教会側で鳴った音が館側で聞こえるとしたら
That is not how a loop works in programming. What the hell? Huh? In order in programming? You don't! Because when the loop, it stops and it restarts. So the sound can't pass through because you're going through it would literally, the wall would be to the loading point. What the hell? I hate this game. What was the question? Where's the loop point? I don't even know anymore. Guess it's here. You're making the load point the loop point.
あのマップ切り替えポイントこそがプログラム世界におけるループポイントなんだよ。
You know what? You know what? I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. You know what? I don't care anymore. You're saying it loops in the middle. That's
僕らが思い込んでいたマップ切り替えポイントは
if the middle is the loop, then if the middle is the loop, then if the sign keeps going, it's not gonna keep going downstream. Because that's where the loop starts. It's literally going to refresh at that point. No, I don't care. Okay, do whatever you want, game.
実は世界の端に
逆にイルマがプログラムを改ざんして作った壁も世界の端と端にあったわけじゃなくて
Anyway, we finally got to the point we're supposed to get to. But okay. Sure. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, game.
世界の中央に設置されてたんだね
Yes, her wall is at the center of the wall. If the loop really started in the middle, you guys wouldn't be able to cross over to the other side. Because the loop will refresh and you wouldn't be able to pass over.
なるほどその構造なら館と教会は壁を挟んですぐ近く
Anyway.
教会近くの物音も館まで届くはずです
Any sound made near the chapel also reach the mansion, yes.
壁は
Only allows non-human to pass through, the sound should be able to pass through easily.
音は問題なく通る
Yes,
はずです
because you guys are essentially on the same map.
間違いないよ
How the virtual world
こ
works.
れがあのプログラム世界の真実なんだ
Whatever.
ここまでたどり着いて
たどり着いてくれただとまるでてめえが裏でいい
いやいや、
Mhm.
裏で糸を引いて
Anyway,
た
let's keep
だっ
going.
てそもそもこのトリックはイルマちゃんに地図を見せられた時から始まってたんだ
The loading point really is a loop. The sign wouldn't be able to carry over because the loop would start anew. But okay.
だってあの地図のせいで
Whatever.
俺ら
Let's keep
あの世
going.
界は中央にマップ切り替えポイントを挟んで
でも実際
Anyway, are we still talking about the map? I thought we're done. Why are we reiterating
あの世
this?
界にワイ
Why are we looking at this again? We already talked about this for 20 minutes.
でも犀原
I don't need a refresher to something I already solved 2 hours ago. Anyway. Shuichi. What the hell, Shuichi? It's a meme from the Dangan community. I'm only joking. I'm so sick of that meme. Memes are only funny if they're right.
でもプログラム世界のむし
Yeah,
ろ
blah, blah, blah.
暗いだって
Um,
全ての学級裁判は
this trial is not going well for me. In my mind, it's already impossible for this crime to happen. Because if Miu is an object, by definition, she cannot die.
俺はこいつらを信
And
じる
so,
こうやって
I'm already zoned out because I don't actually believe this crime could happen. Just like the previous chapter. So, like... let's just keep going, I guess. Alright, let's find the culprit. Shuichi, you're so cute, but I don't know if this is enough. Who killed Miu? Teddy Kokichi, but he probably got someone else to do the dirty work. Probably Gonta, because he's the only other person who could have done it. Anyway, we're in the intermission, thank God! Yes, I absolutely have to say, if I have to go through that map business again, I'm going to flip out. Anyway, let's keep going. Monokuma, you're not the only person who is lacking motivation. Let's just keep going. My God. Anyway, we're back to the class trial. The bears are having a moment, so let's just keep going. Alright. What's happening? Anyway, where were we? What were we talking about? Oh yeah, let's find out who killed her. Alright. Alright, anyway. Anyway, so she's trying to kill Koichi. Thinking of Kaito. Yeah, she dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Because it's not suspicious at all. Anyway, she went through. Then she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion rooftop. That's when Tsumuki saw her. Anyway, she was killed on the roof? Oh yeah, that's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on locked roof? I don't think so. Because the roof cannot be locked on the outside. The culprit locked the door to the roof? No, wasn't that... Oh, we're not gonna talk about the fact that the... Yeah, Miu did lock it. She would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof. We're not gonna talk about the fact that Kokichi's lying because the lock is on the outside of the door? No? Okay, cool. Alright, let's keep going. Anyway, let's keep going. Alright. Sorry, Gonta. You're very sweet, but like, no. Alright, let's continue the discussion. Miu was killed on the roof of the mansion. The culprit must have moved Miu's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right? Sure, if you say so. How they moved her avatar? So can't you just throw her because she's an object? Yeah, I just have to throw her, right? Just throw her over to the other side. Okay. No, they could throw her. Yes. I mean, you could have. Alright, we're going over this already. So let's keep going. He sent Miu's avatar to the other side of the wall. You sure they didn't just throw her? You sure they didn't just throw her? Anyway, let's keep going. We found the dead. Yes, we did find the dead Miu there. They think the sound in her avatar being by the chapel were related. They probably threw her? Slung her? I don't know. I guess they could have pushed her. Because the rooftop was on the second floor, right? Alright. It sounds like something slamming hard into something else. So what are those two things? The lattice hitting the wall. Nope. Alright, we're not doing that. Okay, so how about the dead body hitting the wall? Yeah, anyway, that's the sound of Mew hitting the wall. Yes, I think the sound came from Mew's avatar hitting the chapel wall. Yes, whatever Shuichi just said. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do this. I can't take this child seriously, man. I mean, it's very... Like, they tried to be clever with the whole object thing with Miyu, but I just can't get over the fact and that means she couldn't have possibly died. Like, what? Why? Why would you do this? It's just, I can't find the motivation in me to be excited. Can't find the motivation in me to be excited. Why? Anyway, we're gonna keep going so we can finish this chapter. The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise. Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with the wall. Alright, yes. Why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out? Okay. I mean, he already knows everything because he's the one behind everything. So, like, you know, let's solve the mystery of this improbable crime. We have transporting Mew's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel. Getting Mew's avatar to crash in the chapel from the mansion's roof. There's only one way I can think of how to do that. Okay. Oh yes, I was right. You slide it off the rooftop. Alright. I mean, he's got it figured out because he's kind of sort of the one that did it. But anyway, Shuichi, just keep going. How to make Miyu hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion. I'm going to find the answer. You need a Handmaid's Gambit for this? Alright. Slide. Slid. The body? Is that what the answer is? I think that's what it's supposed to. At least it's not a non-stop buffet. At least it's not a slid off. Maybe it's oh, I need O. Oh, off roof. Roof R. O. O. F. Okay, here we go. Proud of you, Shuichi. Proud of you. I'm glad you figured it out. Yeah, he slid off the roof. Yeah. Yes, it slid off the roof. That's what a lattice is for. Avatars can generate friction. Yeah, we need to walk. Would have had that much momentum. Yeah, the lattice. Okay. Shut up, Tsumugi. Shut up, Tsumugi. Yes, they used the lattice. Oh my god. You need a non-stop debate for this? Really, Shuichi? Really? Really? We need a non-stop debate for this? I can't just answer the question?
だから滑るって。
あれだけの音となるとかなりの勢いだったはずじゃぞ。
Yes, it was kind of like a ski.
凍ってたわけじゃないんだよな。
Not frozen solid, that's
でも滑る
right.
って。
Oh my
現実
god,
世界なら難しいでしょうが
it might be
あそこは
difficult.
プログラ
What?
ム世界ですからね
Virtual world? That's not. They're the same physics. What do you mean? They're the same physics.
摩擦の少ないスキーとかソリとか使えばさ。ここにもそんな道具はなかったろ。
No, there is. Oh no, I missed. All right. Anyway, let's go.
持ってただけで。
でも滑る。
現実世界 あそこはプログラム世界ですからね
Pretty sure I have to disapprove Kaito's statement, so we'll do that if I can get it, which I might not be able to. So you know, who knows?
ここにもそんなかったろうが。
Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, sorry, Kaito, you're wrong again for like the 6th time this trial.
いや待って。アバタ
Yeah,
ーを
so
乗せて
something
滑
that
ら
could
せ
have
る
been
道
used
具
to
があ
help
ったよ。
slide Miu's body.
ほら、イルマさんのアバターのそばに
Yeah, so
犯
it's
人
the
は
lattice.
彼
Go
女
for
の
later
ア
on
バター
top
を
of
あれに
that
乗
and
せ
use
て
it as a sled on the roof.
実際僕が最初に屋上の物置を見た時
It was in the storage room, but now it's not there.
事件の後に調べた時にはそれがなくなっていたんだ
Yeah, it was gone. It was gone when I went back.
から消えたスノ
Yes.
あったらもう間違いねえじゃねえか。犯人はそのスノコを
Yes, the culprit used the lattice as the sled. I'm so glad you agree with me, Kaito. I'm so
正
happy.
解だよ。
Anyways, that happened.
犯人は屋上でイルマちゃんを殺した後、屋根の急
Yes,
斜面
yes.
そして人属性
Why do I need a reenactment? Anyway, and the stuff in her pocket fell out after she went bam against the chapel wall. Cool. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Top, top.
アンマンや携帯電話
Impact made all of her belongings scatter, including the hammer and cell phone.
でしょじじいがと
Oh, we're making a Sonic reference?
ちゃんやこれ
Alright, let's keep going.
そうそ
Blah,
う。
blah.
さて、これで
Now that we know how the body slid down with just one step away from the
さや
culprit.
ちゃん、そろそろ犯人の目星はついたかな。
Okay, you're so excited because you want every... you know what? I don't even...
そうだよね
Gonta can't believe one of us killed Miu.
容疑犯行現場が
I'm not gonna mention the fact that Kokichi lied about not seeing Miu. No? Okay.
イルマさんはともかく教会に
となると、容疑者は
And you. Don't leave yourself off the list. 5 suspects. Tsumuki, Gonta, Kokichi, and Kaito. So we know Kaito didn't do it. Because he got logged out. Oh, okay. Now we're gonna address the fact that Kokichi lied about the rooftop. Okay, cool. I don't know who I'm supposed to accuse, so I'm gonna accuse them anyway. So, pretty sure he's not the true culprit, but we're just gonna talk about Kokichi like he's the culprit. Oh no, I have a
大
bot.
間くん君に確認しておきたいことがあるんだ
Bye bot.
確認。
さっき
Yeah, why did you lie?
どうしてあんな
I mean, you
嘘を
lie all
つい
the
た
time for funsies, but you know, why did you lie just now?
サイハラちゃんが言ってるのって、
だったら教えるよ
Alright, Shuichi's finally using his brain for a little bit. I'll begin when Miu showed us the map. That's right. But the roof wasn't locked,
あの
though.
時のあの発言
Oh my god! Shuichi! Why do you need this? Seriously, please. Please, you're making me lose faith in all of humanity. Is there anything else? If these are only 2 statements. Oh, here we go. I never went to the roof. Lie. Think, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm brute forcing this because I should care, but I don't. We're gonna brute force this. Anyway, yeah, you went to the roof. This. Yeah, when you're explaining the door to the door, when you explained it that the door to the roof was locked. The later you said. That's pretty high up. We're not gonna talk about the fact that the door locks from the other side. No? Okay, cool. Let's just keep going. We'll know about the brick handrail unless you went up the roof yourself. But we're not gonna talk about the fact that the door cannot be locked from the outside. No? Okay. I feel like that would be a more conclusive evidence than whatever conversation we're having here, but we're going with this conversation instead, which seems kind of like a waste of time. Huh? Oh my god. There's padding the runtime and there's padding the runtime. And this is padding the runtime! We're not gonna, you know. We're not gonna talk about. But he was. Okay, now we have to lie. Now the game wants me to lie. Why can't we just talk about the fact that the roof can only be locked from the outside? We're not gonna talk about that. Like if you use that, we just debunked his theory. But okay, we're gonna non-stop debate instead. I hate this trial. Somehow this is worse than the last one. Okay, didn't go to. Okay. Alright, Kaido's mad. We're gonna lie about the fact that we saw Kokichi in the salon, I'm guessing. That's what we're going with. Why can't we just talk about the... You know what? I don't care anymore. This game obviously does not care. So why do I care? Anyway, we're gonna lie about that, I guess. We don't need to fight fire with fire! Shuichi, let the lock only locks from the other side! Did we already talk about this? Okay. I hate this. This trial may be worse than the previous one. Why? How is this possible?
もちろんすぐに引き返してあとはずっとサロンにいたよ
Anyway, I'm gonna lie. Yeah, but there's no reason to. Because we know that the stair it locks on the stair side.
やっぱり君は嘘をついている、ね。
Anyway, why are you lying?
僕は事件が発覚する直前。
Anyway, Shuichi went to check on you.
サロンに行ってるんだ。
But you weren't there.
そこに君の姿はなかったよ。
Yeah, you weren't there.
本当に？
しかもその後もし
I
ばらく
waited there
そこ
for
で
a
待
while.
って
You
たけど
never showed up.
君
Yeah.
は戻ってこなかった。
Mm-hmm. This lie is. Why?
オーバーどう屋上に鍵がかかっそっか
It's not. I don't understand why we need to use this tactic. Didn't we already establish that the lock can only be locked from the stair side?
でみんなはどっちを信じるなも
Anyway,
100%。
あんたと比べた
no
ら
one believes you. So what? This is just filler at this point.
だけど
自業自得
Anyway, let's keep going.
たった一つしかない真実中には
Blah blah blah.
嘘って分かった
Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah.
いいからさっさ
Blah blah blah.
そこでイルマと
いや、会っているだけではなくお主がいるの。
いいよそんなに真実が知りたいなら教えてあげる仕返しの意味でもね
So what is it?
返し？
嘘つきの俺に嘘をつくのもう推理も謎解きもさせないはというわけで今から俺の罪
Okay.
自白ってことかやっぱ
Alright, so here comes the confession.
あのね俺がこの計画を思う
She asked me pretty ugly, so I decided to pry some info out of her.
彼女は
Okay, she talks about the virtual world. She was planning a murder on you. Okay, cool. I found that a person can die from shock.
すぐにショック死の件が分かった
But how does an object die from shock? A person can die from shock, but an object? Why would an object die from shock? It wouldn't. Anyway,
となると
without a doubt, you plan to use that for my murder.
そん
Uh
な彼女の手
huh. Seeking to young crime. I couldn't cooperate with her. Uh huh.
組んだのも
You work together with Monokuma.
ああ、バラし大間くんが殺し合いを盛り、
Uh huh.
僕はあの殺し合いし
動機を置いて
Added a motive.
あの外の
そんなのずるいよ。
肩入れしたわけじゃないよ。彼が殺し合いの
Anyway.
何もルール違反はして
Cool. Alright.
まあ
Everyone's mad.
モノクマと俺の関係はい
いけどやけ
謎解き
Anyway,
ゲ
let's
ー
keep
ムに勝てない
going.
ならつまらなくしてやるのがというわけで
The culprit is Gonta. Okay.
違うよ。殺して
Okay, so... Okay, so you're pinning on Gonta.
そうじゃ。ゴンタにこの難解な犯
He was tricked into committing the murder, obviously, Himiko, if he did it.
そこで俺の出番ってわけだよ
Okay! Alright. Gotta argue with Kokichi now. How
実は
fun.
俺とゴンタは組んで殺し合いバスターズ
殺し合いバスターズ。
俺ら二人でこの殺し合いに
二人で。
ちなみに俺が殺人計画
ゴンタが実行。
ってさっきからゴンタが
Okay. Cool.
全然知らない話だから。
Gontan has no idea what he's talking about.
もう嘘ついてないでしょ
ゴンタ君は正直に
それにいくらゴンタ君が騙されやすいからって
Yeah,
さ
but
すがにもう大間君と組むとは思えま
I
せん
mean, he could be tricked into teaming up with him, Kibo. Okay, whatever.
昆虫で和もう会の
Jason.
はあ
Okay, It's obvious what he's trying to
プログラ
do.
ム世界のことを理解できてねゴンタなら
Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so
思ったんだ
Kichi
ろ
trying to trick him.
そいつはゴンタを
Trying to
利用して
sacrifice
罪を逃
Gonta
れ
to
ようと
escape
して
from
る
his
だけだ
crime. Well, that would be a really silly thing to do, considering no one would believe him.
サイファラちゃんに活躍させるのが嫌いい加減にしろ
Okay.
でも 俺が計画を
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands? Yeah.
かどうかの問題じゃね
いや可能かどう
There's
か
no
だ
need to bring emotion into class
必要
trials.
なのは論理的
あのさ、
Alright.
よくはゴンタ、イルマさんを殺してな
Don't
けれ
know
ば
anything.
ゴンタは嘘。そんなの紳士のすることじゃない。
Okay.
ゴンタは絶対に犯
Um.
人じゃないんだ。
Okay.
ああてめえが
I'm pretty sure he's not lying, but that doesn't mean he wasn't manipulated in doing
けど
it.
さ
だからてめえだろ
証明済み
He can't kill her because if she touches him, he can't move. Guys, come on.
俺
Get with the program.
俺が犯人じゃないってこと
We already know it's not possible because if Mio touches him, he can't move. That's why he has to. You know what? It's alright.
俺が犯人じゃないってことはすでに証明済みだったよねヒントはイルマちゃんの殺害方法だよ
首を絞められて殺されたんだよね。
トイレットペーパーを凶器にな。
But she can just touch
絞められ
him.
たイルマちゃんは抵抗するよね
Yeah, she
だ
can
っ
just
たら
touch
俺
him.
に締め続けるのは不可能だよ
アバターの身体能力のことを言ってんだ
No, she's not talking about
な
that.
も後ろから締めればいいだけだそれなら
That's not it.
としても彼女の手が犯人の体
All
に
she
触
could
れ
have done is merely touch the Propra, but that's all she needs to do.
構わず締めできたはずだ
Oh my
それは
god.
違うぞ確かに
Yeah, he
Oma-kun
couldn't have strangled her. Did you guys all
入間
forget
さんの首を絞めて殺すのは
this?
無理かもしれない
Miyu literally went out of a way to make it impossible for Kokichi to kill her. That's why he had to have someone else do it for him.
無理って
イルマちゃんは殺す標的である俺が
Yeah, if she
抵抗しな
attacked
い
me, I
よう
wouldn't
に
be able to resist.
イルマちゃんに触れられ
If
ると
Miyu
行動
touched
不
me,
能に
then
な
I'd
る
be unable to move. Exactly. Did y'all forget about this already? Literally, we just went over this.
あ
It was part of her plan! Oh my god.
だから視察とか
All
撲
she
殺
has
と
to
か
do is touch
日中
him.
考察なんて時間のかかる殺し方は
Yes.
なんじゃと？
けど
So the only
トイレット
other
ペーパーで首
person
を絞めたなら直接は手を触れねえで済む
using the
はずだ
toilet paper, we need to touch her directly.
でも彼女の首にトイレットペーパーを巻く
Can't be
時も
touched while you're wrapping the
抵
toilet
抗さ
paper around her
だっ
neck.
たら
Yeah, there's not enough momentum.
というわけでイルマちゃんの死因が
待てだったら
イルマは考察で間違い
Yeah, she died by strangulation.
君がいくらわめこうとも真実は変わるイルマちゃんを殺した犯人は極原ゴンタなんだ
違うよ。本当なんだ。
わかってるよ。そんな人が殺すはずないよ。
Okay.
ゴンタ君は虫も
Alright,
殺
we're
せ
just going around in circles. Cool.
当たり前だ
Cool.
ゴンタが犯人なんて嘘
Except it's not possible for him to do it.
そうだろう修一
信じるか信じないかはもちろん大事だけど今回はそれだけじゃ勝てないと思う
Yeah. The facts, you know what? Who cares about the facts? Who cares about the facts? The devs obviously don't care about evidence, so why should I?
あ
We already went through an entire trial with the evidence disproves the crime. What's another one?
何か釈然としないんだこのままじゃダメだって気がするんだ
Yeah, we need to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
疑え
You think I want to? Oh my god. Kaito, please. You think Shuichi enjoys this? You think he wants to do it? Oh my god.
残念だったね桃田ちゃんだ
違う
けど皮肉だ犀原ちゃんが探偵として立ち直るそのせいで犀原ちゃんは
Anyway,
仕方が
blah blah
違
blah.
うって言ってるだろ
犀原君。お願いだ。
Oh my god. Yeah, let's just keep going.
話し合いだけは
Yeah, let's just talk about it.
あくまでゴンタ君に犯行が可能だったかどうかはちゃんと
I mean, you might have been tricked into doing it. But
合
like,
理的な判断を下すためにも
anyway.
てめえら
こいつはそうやって仲間割れをさせようとしてるだけだ。周一、てめえも目を覚ましやがれ。
You know, I get what they're trying to do here, but this will be more effective if this was chapter 1. We literally already went through this when we had to suspect Kaede. So like,
だけど
真実は2つに1つ。
alright, well, anyway, we're going with the evenings. Oh my god, so we gotta do this now. I'm not your psychic, Kaito! Literally, I have been the one carrying all the trials. How dare you question me? Alright, gotta do this. Alright. Here we go. We have to fight Kaito now, apparently. Oh, this is fun. This looks like it's gonna be a good time.
周一、てめえはゴンタが犯人だっつうのか。
I forgot the controls already. Hang on. Why make a statement?
虫も殺せないような優しい大間くん。
こんなに優しい人がまさかってよく聞く話だよね。
Okay.
そもそも極原は誰にも見つからず屋上に行けるの？
Yes.
館の外と屋上の間には玄関ホールがあります。
The internal soul that separates the room from the
玄関ホ
interior.
ールにだって人がいたはずだろ。
Witness.
大間モノクマと協力してることも自白してんだぞ。
Let's do Monokuma.
大間くん、モノクマとは一時的に協力し合っただけだって。
I mean, Monokuma
決
didn't.
まっておる。イルマを殺したのは大間じゃ。
キーボくん。
大間くんのアバターに特殊設定があ
Yeah,
った
he
以上は
can't do it. That's the whole
ゴンタは
point.
イルマさんを殺してなんかない。信じてよ。
I mean, yeah, I would
イ
love
ルマさん
to.
の殺害がゴンタくんに可能だったのも
You
事
could
実な
have
んだ。
done it, but maybe you didn't mean it.
てめえ
We didn't say anything. I mean, we explored possibilities. Jesus. Oh my god.
周一、てめえはゴンタが犯人だっつうのか。
ゴンタ君は虫も殺せないような優しい人なんだよ。
Yes, we already know this.
そもそも極原は誰にも見つからず屋上に行けるの？
Yes.
玄関ホールにだって人がいたはず。
僕がいや玄関ホー
Yeah,
ル
none
は
of us were in
誰も
charge of
担
the
当してい
entrance
なかったん
hall.
だ。
大間モノクマと
Okay, I can't fast forward. Okay. Going, blah blah blah, blah blah blah.
ゴンタはイルマさんを殺してなんかない。信じてよ。
周一、てめえ
Anyway, so
周
let's
一、
go through
て
this
めえは
again.
ゴンタが犯人だっつうのか。
僕が犯人かはわからないけど可能性は切り捨てら
Yeah,
れ
we're
ない
saying it's possible. We're not saying that he is.
大間くん
Why are you so
よ
emotional?
く聞く話だよね。
そもそも極原は誰にも見つか
How
ら
are
ず
you
屋上
all actually expecting to get through these
玄関ホ
trials?
ールしかありません。
Like crying?
玄関ホールにだって人がいたはずだろ。
僕が
Oh
いや
my god.
玄関ホールは誰も担当していなかったんだ。
大間モノクマと協力してることも。
大間くん
モノクマとは一時的に協力し合っただけだって。
Anyway, yes,
全
it's
部嘘に
temporary.
決まっておる。
You cool?
大間くんのアバターに特殊設定があった以上は不可能です。
Cool?
ゴンタはイルマさんを。
僕がイルマさんの殺害がゴンタくんに可能だったのも事実なんだ。
Alright, we're done. Finally. Now we QTE because who doesn't love a good QTE?
これが俺たちの答えだよ。
Alright. Let's keep going.
やっぱりゴンタくんに犯行が可能な以上はもう少し
We're not
話し合って
saying
み
he
るべき
did
だ
it.
と思
We're
う
saying there's a possibility.
そんなの
We're not. It's not about believing.
真実を見つけたい。今残っているみんなで生き残る。
でも
やはり
I mean, he doesn't. Maybe he didn't know he did
あ
it.
ぶり出すにはそうしてこそ初めて。
Uh,
俺は分かったらゴンタもちゃんと頭を使っ
He
て
doesn't know. I'm pretty sure you tricked him into doing it. Otherwise, he wouldn't confess so readily.
ゴンタはた
Hey.
だみんな
何が本物のし
Alright, cool.
いじめ
Oh, are we just gonna yell at each other?
ゴ
Oh my god, what is this child
うち
doing?
は
ンタさっさと反論しろよ言い逃れでも言い訳でも何でもしろよもうやめろあ
We're just gonna
それは
yell.
どういう意味
Oh,
か
what? What?
てめえみてえに胸くそ
Okay, well, this is
だったら
fun.
勝手にどっかで死んでる
いい加減にしなよ。
Well, whoa, we're just arguing
落ち着いてくだ
now.
さい
Well, this is fun. This is how. Oh, this is a good
本当なん
time.
だよゴンタは本当にだってゴンタは何も知らないんだ
Just because you don't know anything doesn't mean you didn't commit the
いい加
crime.
減にしろって
いい加減にするのは
Anyway. He doesn't know. Maybe he didn't know he did it. Oh my god. Anyway, let's keep going. He doesn't understand what is happening. When exactly you start using that defense? After logging out of the virtual world.
そうだもしかしたらゴンタ君はあのプログラム世界で何らかの異変に襲われていたのかもしれない
Did Gonta get in the accident in the virtual world? I think he messed up his chords. The 2 chords? Pretty sure. This is why I was saying you should have used color coded. How does he know his right from left? This one. The avatar error.
僕らがプログラム世界にログインしていた時アバターに関するエラーが起きていたらしいんだ
Yes, and your avatar user error occurred. Yes. He doesn't know what it is. I'm pretty sure he got his, like,
誰かの
chords
アバターに
messed up.
ゴンタ君はあのプログラム世界かそれは
He doesn't, no, he doesn't understand what happened.
どういうこと
Oh my god, okay. His memory was messed up, probably. Okay, memory loss. That's what we're going with. Where's an R? I think that's an L. S. And then I need one more S. Here we go. Oh God, I just want to finish this trial. He doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world.
覚えてないんじゃない
覚えてんの
君は何も知らないっていうその原因は
Memory error.
そのせいで自分がイルマちゃんを
No, I'm pretty sure it's 100% possible. It's more plausible than even me actually dying in the virtual
あ
world.
ってもなくてもゴンタは犯人じゃないよ
Alright, here we go. Oh my gosh. This is a very repetitive trial. I feel like we just keep arguing about the same thing over and over again.
ゴンタは誰かを傷つけたりしないよみんなを助けないから
Okay.
君が仲間を殺すはずない
I mean, he doesn't.
みんなを守りたいんだ
That's true.
問題なら嘘つくなよ他のみんなが平気で
ゴンタは嘘なんてついてない
エラーなんて思って
お願いだから信じてよ
Okay, cool. That was fun.
誰かを傷つけたりしない。
That was fun. This is gonna be a good time.
助けないから。
やったけど
This-
君が仲間を殺すはずない。
紳士としてみんなを守りたいんだ。
I feel like this trial is very complicated for no reason.
僕は嘘なんてついてない。お願いだから。
Like, even ignoring the fact that I don't think this is even possible, like, so much of it is just nothing. We keep arguing about the same thing over and over again.
ゴンタ君のアバターだけにエラーが出たのには
This is why I
理由がある
don't like this trial, yeah. Because of the error that affected Gonta's avatar, is the 2 cores on the helmet used to log into the virtual world.
あれにせ
With the red conscious on the right and the blue on the left. What happen if you switch cores? Doesn't know. Or maybe
あの時ゴン
Kokichi
タ君は
knows.
接続するコ
I
ード
think
を
Gonta
間違
messed
え
up something with
て
the cores causing the
意識と
error.
記憶のコードを間違えたなら
If he mixed the
記憶に
consciousness
関
and
する
memory
エラ
cores,
ー
then
が
there'd
起き
be
て
an
もお
error
か
in
しくない
memory.
ね。
Yeah.
例えばア
Like
バ
an
ター
error
の
that
時に
won't
得た
let you
記
bring
憶
your
を
avatar's memory to the
現
real
実世界に
world.
引き継げなくなるエラーとかさ。
Mm-hmm.
ゴンタ君どうですか。
急に言われても。
間違えるはず。右は
あ、ゴンタ。お箸だけはこっちの手で持つんだけど。
So it's Himiko's fault?
そっちはひ
Well, that's cute. So he's left-handed.
これで
This
決ま
child
り
just
みたい
keeps
だ
going.
ね。
It does, doesn't it? I'm trying. I want to get through it. We're gonna get through it, guys. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. It's very sad, but we're gonna keep
あの
going.
装置をしばらくして起きたら、イルマさん
We're
が
gonna
死んで
wake
て
up, Muse
何が
dead.
起き
Ghana doesn't know what
それで
happened.
困ってた。でも理解しよ
ゴンタ、もういいよ。
う。わかった。
俺と組んでイルマちゃんを殺
ちょっと待ってよ。
You just don't remember. Okay.
ゴンタが
He doesn't have a
立
motive.
てた俺の証言があるけどね。
それが信じられねえ。
大間君君の話が本当だ。自分は殺人の計画を立てるだけで
You want to plan the murder yourself and have someone else carry it out? Because he wanted to watch y'all suffer.
プロって実行犯だけじゃなくて
No, it's not it's the person who planned it also included as a blacken with the perpetrator. Yeah, only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the blacken. Yeah, someone said this in chat before. I remember this.
それに優しい
待てよ。まだ
まあ動機の話なんてどうだっていいじゃん。それより犯人
どうでもよく
いいよ。このゲーム
Finding
に
the
とって大
culprit
事
is
なの
more
は
important in this
犯
class
人は誰だ
trial.
ってことだけなんだよ。
Kokichi just wants y'all to
だ
suffer.
から動機の話なんてどうだっていいんだよ。
Talking about the motive is meaningless and not necessary for this specific case.
てめえがなんという。
でもゴンタが犯人ってのはもう覆
We
ら
agree
な
that
いと思
Gonta is
う
the
よ。
culprit. It would be
ゴンタ
impossible
以
for
外に
anyone
この
but
犯
him.
行は不可能なんだからさ。
I mean, yeah. Because literally no one could have done
というわけで
it.
サイハラちゃん。
I'm not your partner.
だってこのままそんなのいや。オッケーじゃあ始めようか。
Anyway, Kokichi just wants y'all to suffer.
ふざけんな。 桃田君今
Uh,
まずイル
anyhow,
マちゃんを殺したよ。その理由はサイハラちゃんが説明して。
they were with each other the entire time. They couldn't access the crime scene, so it couldn't be them. They were also each other's alibi. Feels, let's try his own thing. Feels like an endurance test. Yeah, it's not going well, is it? Yeah, they couldn't get to the
教
crime
会と
scene.
館を行き来する。教会にいた3人には
Yeah,
館
so
に
the
行く手
three
段
at the
がないから
chapel is
この犯行は
impossible.
で次に容疑者から外せるのは
Kaito is off the list because he was logged out. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm going through all of this even though I already went through all of this already.
そもそも桃田ちゃんをログその理由は現実世界でも実際の犯行がログアウトしていた桃田ちゃんにも
Yeah, so Kaitos are logged out, which
だって
we already went
イルマちゃ
over
んの死亡
this.
時刻は
The thing is, just because you guys don't like it doesn't mean it's not the truth. You know, I don't like the fact that this game keeps making up crimes that are impossible based on the evidence, but the fact of the matter remains, Himiko, that I'm here playing the game, and it is what it is. Well, sometimes we don't like the truth, and it is what it is, and you just have to live with it.
俺と犀原ちゃんとのコンビプレイ。
Shut up!
俺とゴンタと白金ちゃんと。その理由はなんだっけ？
We have solid alibis.
僕と白金さんは
Tsumugi and I are witness to each other's
お互いがアリバイの証人になってい
alibis.
るからだ。
君らはイルマちゃん、あの時犯人は
Yeah,
確実
we
に
heard
屋上
the...
だとすると犀原ちゃんと白金ちゃん。
Yeah, so we can't be the culprit. Which we already know
これ
this.
で言う。
だったらてめえ
He can't do it! He can't move! Kokichi was Miyu's target. What? What are we going with? Are we gonna... Okay, well, he's saying he couldn't have killed Miyu. No? Yeah, he couldn't have done it because he can't move.
イルマさんに触れると行動不能になる以
Yeah.
上、
He wasn't capable of strangling her.
イルマさんを考察することはできないよ。
Yes.
そうなると容疑者は
Which means it's only possible for Gonta.
周一答えるな。そいつは大間のわ。
It doesn't matter if it's a trap or not! We've proven beyond a shadow of doubt that he's the only one who could have committed the crime! Like... It doesn't matter whether or not we like it. It is truth. It's fact.
ゴンタ君だよ。
Like, yes, it's very sad and we don't want it to happen, but the fact remains, even if he doesn't remember it, he committed the crime.
ゴンタ以外にね、分かったでしょ？お前らがずっと欲しがってた嘘いイルマミユ。
I know this is supposed to be like very emotional, but I'm just frustrated.
そうなの。本当にゴンタがやったの？
Yes, I mean, no one else could have done it unless she killed herself, which I doubt because why would she?
もう反応が薄いよ。
I mean, we are ignoring the possibility that that Miyu killed herself, but I don't think that applies in this case.
犯行を忘れちゃった。ま、犯人すら覚えてない犯行なんてだって。
Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast.
待てよ。俺はまだ認めてねえぞ。
They will let Shuichi play minigames in heaven no Jirashi. It would be 10 times better, please!
俺はまだゴンタを信じるぞ。
桃田君。
桃田ちゃん、何度も言ってるけど。
Anyway, now we're just...
感情論じゃなくて。
ちゃんとした根拠を出せっつん。
Yeah, I've got proof.
白金と周一は玄関。
What do they see outside? Gonta's out there, but he doesn't remember. Cobra must have been on the roof.
ゴンタ君が犯人ならその時は屋上にいないと
No! No! Gonta killed her, but Kokichi could have disposed of her body.
屋上から館の外に出るに
You
は
have to go through the entrance hall.
そこに
No.
は
だったら屋上から飛び降
He
りたん
jumped
だ。
off the roof.
それは無理じゃ。
普段のゴンタなら可能かもしれない。
Oh, he used the toilet
俺は分かった
paper.
ろ。もしゴンタが犯人だとした
No,
ら。
he could have been outside the mansion.
そうなの？
Well, yeah, it would have been so nice if that were the truth. First of all, Kokichi still could have disposed of the body. Even if we had Gonta as the killer. But Gonta could have also gone off the roof with the toilet paper.
それは違うんだ。あの時、ゴンタ君
Yeah,
が
just
館の
because
外にいた
Gonta
か
was
らっ
at the
て
mansion doesn't mean that he
彼
isn't
が
the
犯人じゃないっ
culprit.
てことにはならない。犯人には屋上から館の外に
Yeah,
直
all
接
the
降
culprit
りら
needed
れ
was
る
a way to
方
get
法
from
が
the
あっ
roof
た
to
から
outside the mansion. That's number one. Number two, just because he killed them doesn't mean he disposed of the body. That's number two.
桃田君の気持ちはわかるよ。それはみんな一緒だから。
You know, sometimes truth hurts. Like, it sucks,
でも
but it is.
僕らは真実と向き合わなきゃいけないんだ。
It is the truth.
どんな残酷な真実だろうと。
It's not about picking sides. Also, Kaito. Shuichi's a detective. He's on the side of truth.
俺の助手じゃなかったのか。
First of all, I never said I wanted to be your sidekick. You made me your sidekick.
桃太くん。
だったら俺がその
Alright, well, this is silly. Here we go. Argument. Alright. Okay, cool.
俺は絶対に認めねえからな。ではゴンタの何を見てきたんだ。ゴン
Wait,
タは
what?
人を
What?
殺すようなやつじゃね
Wait, what is this? Oh, well, that's silly.
え。俺は絶対に認めねえからな。てめえはゴンタの何を見てきたんだ。
Oh,
ゴンタは
crap.
人を殺すようなやつじゃねえ。てめえだって分か
What
って
is
んだろ。
this?
俺は絶対に認めねえからな。ゴンタの何を見てきたんだ。
Oh,
ゴンタ
Jesus.
は人を殺すようなやつじゃねえ。てめえ。ああ。
Anyway, here we go. This is gonna be fun.
大間の言うことを信じるのかよ。
It's not about believing, it's about facts.
目を覚ませよ、周一。
You want me to wake up? You need to wake up. Face the
大
truth.
間の言うことを信じるのかよ。
Oh my god. I hate
俺の
this.
年じゃなかったのか。
Huh?
目を
To be fair, I was never your sidekick. I'm the MC, bro.
信じようとは思わねえのかよ。大間の言うことを信じるのかよ。俺の年じゃなかったのか。
Oh,
目を
shit.
覚ませよ、周一。
You want me to wake up? You need to wake
思わ
up.
ねえのかよ。大間の言うことを信じるのかよ。ああ。
Anyway,
てめえ
this
が
seems like a
信じ
good
たい
time.
のは誰かって聞いてんだ。大間が俺たちにしてきたことを思い出せ。ゴンタがみんなを守ろうとしてきたことも。ゴンタが犯人だ。
He just doesn't remember.
ゴンタが犯人だって言いてるのか。真実って言ってるけどよ。ゴンタが犯人じゃねえって理由もあるんだ。てめえが信じたいのは誰かって聞いてんだ。大間が俺たちにしてきたことを思い出せ。ゴンタがみんなを守ろうとしてきたことも。
Kaito, you're a cool guy, but this isn't it.
ゴンタが犯人だって言いてるのか。真実って言ってるけどよ。ゴンタが犯人じゃねえって理由もあるんだ。てめえが信じたいのは誰かって聞いてんだ。大間が俺たちにしてきたことを思い出せ。ゴンタ
I
が
believe in the
みんなを守ろうと
truth.
してきたことも。ああ。
Anyway.
屋上から館の外に直接降りる方法なんてねえ。
Discard us dimension.
これで終わりだ。
Whoa. You activated fever, I think. Oh, is that what that was? I don't even know, man.
屋上から館の外に直接降りる方法は
Yeah.
館の外に
Anyway,
落
we
ちていた
found the toilet
トイレット
paper
ペーパー
outside
だ
the
よ。
mansion.
犯人はあれを使って
That's what the
屋
culprit
上
used
から
to get
館
from
の
roof
外
to the
側に降り
ground.
てきたんだ。
Face the truth, Kaito. Yes, the toilet paper.
凶器のトイレットペーパー。ここでも
The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon.
使ったんだ。だからこそあのトイレッ
That's
ト
why we
ペー
didn't
パー
find it anywhere else.
犯行現場の屋上で
Not at the scene of the crime, nor on Miu's body.
教会の横でもなく館の
Just
外なんかに
outside
落ち
the
ていたんだ。
mansion.
待てよ。
Hold on, they used the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof. Tied to something, but there was nothing tied to.
屋上。
Except there is, though.
当たり前だ。
いやトイレ
Yeah.
なんだ。
The binoculars.
ここだ。
I don't know what to tell you, Kaito.
屋上にあった望遠鏡の支柱だよ。
The binoculars on the rooftop. The toilet paper could have been
トイレッ
tied
トペ
there.
ーパーを結ぶ
I'm sorry, okay? Truth
ただ
hurts.
トイレットペーパーは結んだわけじゃなくて犯人は
They just hung it and went down and then pulled it. Yeah.
降りた後に
Then all I have to do is roll it back up.
正解だよ。
You just don't remember. I'm guessing inside the virtual world, Kokichi probably convinced Gonta that Miu was the mastermind or something.
ゴンタにちゃんと言ったんだけどな。
So I took Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom.
その道中で誰かと。
Anyway, I guess it doesn't matter what Kokichi told him in the game.
どうやらそう。
そんな。
I mean, just because he doesn't remember doesn't mean he didn't do it.
計画を考えたのは俺だけどね。
I'm the one who came up with the plan.
覚えてないけど。
Why did you do
だ
it?
からさ、泣く前にさっさと自分の犯行を。
やめろ。お前なんかにやらせない。ゴンタ君に自分の罪を認めてもらうのは。
Anyone's gonna get him to confess?
やる。
It's me. Yeah, shut up, Kokichi. You're the one that made him do it. You don't get to tell him what to do anymore.
ゴンタ君、僕がもう一度事件を
Anyway,
振り返って
we're almost at
全
the
てを
end.
説明して。だから、それで君が納得できたら、終わりにさせてくれ。
Sorry, Gonta. Still very sad, I know. Alright, it's time for closing argument. Toilet paper doesn't tear. Alright, so that's near the end. When they get strangled. Right here. And then she brought the bottle of poison. Right here. The cell phone was how she kicked out Momo. Lara uses fled is at the end. And then Kaito got logged out. Here. Map of the virtual world was at the beginning. Miu smuggles in a hammer. This is what she was trying to use to kill Kokichi. And then Miu threw the signboard down the river. Binoculars and toilet papers at the end. Shuichi's looking for the secret in the kitchen. Brookwood on the right and left. This is in the beginning. And then the culprit was outside. Tsumugi was in the dining room. And Kaito was on the rooftop.
これが事件の真実だ。
Alright, so here we go. Case began last night. This was such a short chapter because I skipped over a lot of it. This was short because I skipped over a lot of it. In your opinion, do you think this chapter would have been better if the victim and culprit was swapped around? No. The chapter would have been better if they took out the stupid object thing. Because in my mind, Miu couldn't have possibly died in the virtual world if she's an object. That was my biggest turnoff of this trial. Also, it is... Okay, This is gonna sound really bad, but it is better that Gonta is the culprit that didn't realize they committed the crime is gonna get executed. Because as far as making people sad is concerned, this is far sadder than if Gonta died in the game and Miu got tricked into killing people. Because we know Gonta is a pure... It's kind of like putting down a puppy. You know, it's very sad to have to put down a puppy. So for maximum emotional effect, this is the correct way of doing things. She died of shock, not really because she died in the virtual... No. So the way she died was because when she was strangled in the virtual world, the shock of dying, the pain, fed back into her body in the physical world, causing her to die. But if you're in an object, it makes zero sense for you to have pain reception. That's literally an extra attribute that would need to be put on to an object that by definition doesn't have feelings. It's silly. It's absolutely stupid. And it's a huge ass plot hole. You're telling me Miu made herself an unbreakable object, then went out of her way to give herself an attribute in which she can receive pay? Why would she do that? She wouldn't. And if you just say, well, it's because she's a person, it doesn't matter. She's no longer a human attribute to the game. She's not an object. She can't have pain receptors if she's an object. Also, she's by definition unbreakable. Then how is her windpipe getting crushed? Her windpipe wouldn't be getting crushed. And therefore, even if you say the pain feedback happens, she's by definition an object to the game. To the game, she's attributed as an object. So she's by definition unbreakable, which means her windpipe can't get crushed, which means there is no pain from her windpipe getting crushed, being feedback into the physical world. She's not an object, change her player character to have the object tag, didn't really change the avatar characteristic. That is not how game programming works. She was tagged as an object, so she has the same attribute as an object. The game can't differentiate between an object attribute and a... That's how they know you are a human that can't pass through a wall. You are attributed with all the human attributes, avatar attributes that come with being an avatar. She is an object by the definition of the game. Of this virtual world. So it doesn't make any sense that she could possibly, quote unquote, be killed in the virtual world. I have a problem with that. If you put the pencil in the pen bottle, does something come back? It does if the game gives it the attribute of a pen. So if you're saying a pencil, you put it into a pen bottle, it gets tagged with the pen attribute, it does, by the definition of the game, become a pen. Because that's how programs work. You give it an attribute. Everything in the game is given an attribute. If you put the pencil in a pen bottle and you tell the game, everything in the pen bottle is a pen, then yes, it becomes a pen. She told the game, I am not an object. That's why I can go through the wall. She is now an object. She is no longer a human being with feelings. That's how programming works. So yes, if you put a pencil in the pen bottle, and if by the definition of the game, everything in the pen bottle is a pen, then yes, it becomes a pen. I'm not saying that's how it works in reality. I'm saying that's how it works in the game. Anyway. Somehow this chapter's logic is even worse than the last chapter. It does though. It becomes a pen in the definition of the game. It now works like a pen in the environment, in the context of the pen bottle. The pencil is now a pen. So it works like a pen and it will have the characteristic of a pen if it is inside the pen bottle. That is how it works. That is how it works. Unless the game went out of their way to tell me, hey, even though she gave herself the tag of an object, she is still an avatar. Okay, But the game didn't say that. The game says she made herself into an object, which by definition, by the way, she would have all the attributes of an object. So, y'all are gonna keep giving me counter arguments. I'm not gonna accept any of it. So anyway, case began last night. After being convinced by Miu, we all logged into the virtual world. To log in, you have to plug the memory and conscious cords into the device. Anyway, so we plugged in and went inside. So the culprit has accidentally plugged the cords into the wrong ports. Yes, so there's a connection error. Anyway, as a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world. Possibly this had an effect on the avatar's personality as well. Well, that's true. It could have become very violent. Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder. That's true. Anyway, we had no idea this error even happened until we all logged in one by one. Meanwhile, Miu was the last to log in. To modify the killing game simulation, she could accomplish a specific goal. After Miu confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison. Placed it on Kokichi's seat. Yes, we already know that. This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned. The reason Miu modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world. I don't think it's a good idea to argue about this. To be honest, I don't think it's because she didn't like chat, but I do because things were statistic nitpick, something to easily explain. No! I am not accepting your argument as truth. I'm not nitpicking. I'm poking a pen through a hole that's gapingly wide. Listen. You guys are like, you're nitpicking. No. It is a fact that it's wrong. It's like in the last chapter, every slide's like, why are you so concerned about the time? Because it doesn't make sense. It has to make sense. This game is supposed to be based on logic. You can't give me logic and just expect me to accept it. I'm going to question every single logic that is presented to me. Because that's my job as a player. To question the logic of the game, to find out the truth and the untruths. Where the lies, where the plots, where the evidence doesn't make sense, how we can get to the truth. You present me with a set of facts, I'm not nitpicking. I'm telling you where it doesn't make sense. You think it's easily explainable, but I know that it doesn't make sense. Y'all like she's nitpicking. I'm not nitpicking. I'm pointing out a glaringly obvious thing that the dev just decided not to address. And that is a problem for me. Because if we're solving crimes, the evidence needs to, without a shadow of a doubt, support the crime. And here, this is an unexplained situation that makes it not make sense. If the game specifically said she tagged herself with the object without changing that she's still an avatar, then fine, I will accept that argument. The game only said she tagged herself as an object, which my definition for that is she changed her own attribution to an object. So, I'm not nitpicking. I'm stating a fact. We're arguing over nothing, just end the chapter already. You know what? We're gonna sit here then. We're gonna sit here in silence for 2 minutes because I feel like it. I just sit here and admire the CG. They're fighting again. I mean, you guys are the one that's always arguing with me. I'm just saying. You guys are the one that's always arguing with me. I'm just voicing my opinion on why I think it doesn't make sense. You guys are the one that's picking the arguing with me, not the other way around. I just want to make that clear. I haven't picked a fight with any of you. Y'all the ones picking a fight with me. And then telling me that I'm arguing with you when you are arguing with me. Like, why? Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Miu wanted to kill Kokichi in the virtual world but make it look like he had died in the real world. After we all logged in, Miu explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to log out objects unbreakable. Your avatars use all 5 senses. She explained the map of the virtual world. Actually, she was the one that made us look at it. So, that's a little weird. Anyway, one of us was able to see through her scheme. The very person Miu was trying to kill Kokichi. Kokichi was going to use Miu's plans against her and plotted her murder. Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used the patsy to be the culprit in this case. Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motives. I don't know why the culprit agreed. It seems as though right after logging in with Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder. Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel. This is very long for some reason. You had to split up to try to find some secrets of the outside world. Kaido, Kokichi, Gon, Hatsumiki, and I investigated the mansion. Anyway, the rest of them look at the chapel. Splitting us up was part of Miu's plan. Honestly, her plan wasn't very good. Anyway, Miu then went to look outside. She chased after our group while we were heading towards the mansion. Once she made sure we were across, she dropped the bridge into the river. It was to trick us into thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of Miu's pranks. I don't know. I thought it was sauce, but okay. That's why we continue with the original plan to find a secret of the outside world. Which didn't exist, so I don't... whatever. We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues. I'm not gonna go over this. This is too repetitive. This trial just keeps repeating itself. And it never ends. Anyway, the culprits search outside the mansion. I don't know why they do this. The culprit whenever you want to say Gonta. Anyway, Miu was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel. Passed through the wall and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi. Anyway, this wall was programmed to let only objects could pass through. Yeah, she literally changed her avatar setting from human to object. She changed her entire setting to object. That was a hidden route she prepared for herself. Set of a wall that only she could pass through.
そうして館に向かった
Miu headed towards the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way.
館に入るなり
As she entered the mansion, she pulled out her cell phone
彼女は僕らに
and tell us that there was another way to go out, to log out.
そして彼女は
She
携帯電話
spoke a
に
name in the phone, which forced that person to log out. Oh, yeah, didn't we talk about this already?
屋上で探索をしていた
It was Kaito who was on the roof at the time. I mean, Kokichi pretty much figured out her whole plan since the beginning.
屋上は
I mean, it wasn't a very good plan,
大間君との待ち合わせ場所だった
which I think made this chapter even more like bland. It would be different if her plan was actually really good and really foolproof. It would be more exciting. But her plan was so bad. Even as she succeeded,
彼女の計画が順調だったのもここまでだ
even if she had succeeded, it would have been very easily found out. Just making him look the most suspicious, but plan didn't go smoothly. Her plan was just so bad. I'm like, Kokichi, was it worth it to go to this length?
その時大間君は
Kokichi was waiting on the roof with the cobra and the toilet paper used to kill Miu.
入間さんが大間
While
君に
Miu
気を
was
取られて
distracted
い
by
る隙
Kokichi, the cobra snuck
彼
up
女
from
の背後に
behind.
近づいた 館のトイレにあった
He used the toilet paper from the mansion's bathroom to strangle Miu. This was only possible because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable.
首を絞めることが可能だったんだ
Shouldn't she be by definition unbreakable? I don't get it! I would have not gotten crushed if she was an object. I just don't get it. Just don't get it. There was so many better ways they could have done this instead of making her an object. They could have just said she gave her, I don't know, she could have programmed the wall to only let her avatar through or something. I don't know. Would it make more sense? Miu's avatar was strangled to death and the shot killed Miu in the real world. I can't with this. I mean, I doubt it would have been hard for him to figure out. Miu was a big over after all, so she could just annoy her into letting him check out the settings. True. I mean, he probably could have checked it when she wasn't looking. He could just make it so Kokichi died random times and blame it on system error. I think it's because by default, you can't die in the game. I think they talked about this in the rules. Like, the setting for the game, if you're an avatar, like a human avatar, you can't actually quote-unquote die. You have to, like, go through... Because what they're saying isn't that the active act of them dying in the game, it's the pain they suffer as they die. That, like, feeds back into their physical body that kills them. I mean... She could have programmed like a brick, like a block in the floor that just magically disappear whenever Kokichi walked through it, like fall or something. The shock, I don't know, feeds back into his body. I don't know. I feel like the chapter would have been better if her plan was better. I think that's another thing. Her plan was so bad that it's almost comical. I don't know. After the murder, Kokichi left to clean up to the culprit and left the roof. Probably turned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion. Good point, she could have programmed her avatar to have the ability to go to the wall. Yeah, I think I would have been less upset if that's what she did. The fact that she made her setting into an object is what I have a problem with, but yeah. They're a much easier target. She could have chosen from her downfall, going after literally the most cunning person there instead of just attacking Kibo with some fridge magnets. I think she really wanted to kill Kokichi. I think she didn't want to kill anyone except for Kokichi. I think she believes maybe on some level that Kokichi's the mastermind, and if they kill him, that the game would end. Maybe that's why she chose Kokichi. I don't think her plan was very good. The culprit then took the lattice from the storage room and placed Miu's body on top along with the hammer and the cell phone. Culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope. With the body on top of the lattice became a makeshift sled and flew off the roof. It went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel. Anyway, that was the crashing sound that everybody heard. Miu's wall hit the fact that the mansion and chapel were actually right next to each other. Tatsumaki and I were able to hear the crash from the mansion. As the final step, the culprit had to get them off the roof. Had to get off the roof. Because we're at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs, so they blew steam. They used toilet paper again to escape from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof. They used it like a rope to climb down. Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled out the toilet paper to retrieve it. They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion. In a panic, the culprit tossed the toilet paper somewhere nearby. I'm glad the artist had a good time with this. Without the one little mistake, we might never have solved this case because the culprit doesn't remember. No? I mean, Kokichi could have still gotten rid of the body. Just saying. But anyway, I don't know, man. I feel like it was a lot of mistakes, but you do you, Shuichi. Sorry, Gonta. This is the truth you've forgotten. Let's see. Well, here we go. It's the end of the trial. We made it. I think you changed my mind on this chapter. It's not as good as I remember it. Sorry. I apologize. It's just, it really wasn't very good, was it? I feel like if this was your very first Danganronpa game and you don't have anything to compare it with, I can see how this chapter can be very good if you're not like me and you don't question every single logic of the game. Because I do that. I tend to question the probability and the possibilities and the logic. That's my thing. That's what I'm always doing. I'm always questioning things. I'm very inquisitive by nature. I always have questions about everything. I think if you're not like that and this is your first time playing this game, I think this will be a very impactful chapter. But it's a little long. It's a little repetitive. And the crime wasn't that good. So
ごめん。やっぱりよくわからないや。ゴンタは
Sorry,
バカだから
Gonta.
さ。
It's not because you're not smart. You were outplayed.
でも、みんながそう言うな
Everyone
ら、
agreed and everyone probably right.
と、そうなんだろうね。ゴンタは、みんなを信じるよ。
ゴンタ君
also don't like obvious ploys to make me cry. And this chapter is very much that.
イルマさんを殺してそれを全部忘れて
Gonta kill me, you forget everything. Gonta even think he not do anything bad. It's because you don't
そ
remember.
れを誰かのせいにし
It's not your fault. Can't take responsibility for these things. You can't hold yourself accountable for things you don't know.
いいえ
Yeah, it's not your fault. It's Kokichi's fault.
あの人がゴンタ君を騙したせいだよ。
You must have tricked Gonta. I mean, it's very sad. Yes, but it is Kokichi's fault.
騙したわけじゃない。
Shut up.
まあその話の前に。
我が
大丈夫だよ。
Yeah. It's a little, it's pretty sad.
うーんまあ
Anyway, let's vote.
そろそろやめにモノタロ生まれて
では気を取り直して始めましょう
Anyway, pull yourselves together and let's begin.
白と黒の運命を分け
The
る
heart racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. Alright, let's go. I'm glad you're having a good time. Oh, this is unfortunate, but we have no choice but to vote for Gonta. Even though it is not his fault. It's kind of like, this is kind of like when a dog gets put down for biting somebody. It's the owner's fault, but it's the dog that suffers. The owner's fault, but it's the dog that suffers. I bet Kaito voted for Kokichi. You know what? You know what? You know what? At least you held true to yourself until the very end, Kaito. I will give you that. I low-key hope this doesn't happen when you play through the next chapter. I remember really liking that chapter. Wow. Let's hope it's let's hope it stands up to my scrutiny then. We got an A! We got an A. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing at this point.
大正解です喜びの喜びの
Okay, anyway, we're all very sad.
ほら
You're gonna liven up the killing game? That was just a lie. Okay. Can you tell us? What is the outside? What is the motive you gave Gonta? I plan to explain all of that, but it's more like, how do I say it? You're going to assume it's a lie. Except context. He doesn't remember though.
よーし
Go back to the killing game simulator?
だってさ
Oh, he's saying he'll remember if he's back in there. Oh.
記憶が引き継がれなかったってことはデータはそのまま
Oh, so we're just gonna... we're just going to...
ゴンタアルターエゴの
Okay, so we're gonna have virtual Gonta tell us. I see.
こっちのゴンタ君から
Okay, let's see what he has to say. Yeah, it is Gonta. Yes, it's Gonta.
あのね
Anyway, it's a simulation. Let's get to the...
というわ
Can you just explain? Let's get to the explanation.
お願いだよ
Why did Gonta kill Miyu? Our plan failed. Can tell them the truth now. Oh, okay, let's go.
タは
Gonta no could save everyone? Huh?
わからないよ違う
Gonta just want to save everyone? Oh, I see.
ゴンタは
Gonta think for a long time, how can Gonta be useful for everyone? Gonta not smart enough to help with the trials. Gonta strong but no can fight exists. Gonta feel frustrated because Gonta no could do anything. Okay. That's why Gonta think he had to do it for everyone's sake. Gonta think he gotta do it because everyone else no want to. Do what? So Gonta kill Mew? Huh? What? I mean, I kind of get it, but like, that's not a very good explanation. Do we want to prevent another murder from happening? Kokichi used his body to take the card. Oh, that's right, he did steal a card. Finally found the door for the card key. I saw the outside world.
Huh?
Oh. You sound shocked, Tsumugi. Alter ego Gonta, let's go. He's very cute. I'll tell you guys in a second, but that was when I found out about Mew's plan. If I combine the two, then I'd be able to save everyone. That's when I made a deal with Monokuma. Okay. He'll let me use the outside world as the motive. The motive keycard that Kokichi now was the right to view the outside world, but even though he saw the outside world, he didn't try to use it for the killing game. That disappointed me, but then Kokichi suggested that we use the motive. He said we should bring back the right to view the outside world one more time. I decided to run with that idea. So I loaded a flashback light with memories of the outside world and put it in the simulation.
Huh?
Okay. If it was the flashback light, it would mean the secret of the outside was part of our forgotten memories. Alright, because we've seen it. Anyway. Monokuma hit the flashback light in the simulator, but I knew where it was hidden. I showed it to Gonta in the virtual world. Okay. Gonta was exposed. When Kokichi and Gonta leave together. Okay. Alright, so he takes him with him. Gonta got taken to forest near mansion. Okay, so he took the flashback light. Maybe the secret of the outside world is hidden in it. We gotta tell everyone. You sure you want to believe a liar like me? Okay. Okay. So he tricked him into turning on the light. There, Gonta remembers secret of the outside world. That confused Gonta more about what to do. He wants to save everyone. He should put everyone out of their misery. In other words, a mercy. I see. Gonta remembers secret of outside world. Gonta think it would be easier to die. Yeah, because it's all destroyed. It's all gone because the meteorites went boom, boom, boom. Crazy how no one thought to check the forest. I went to the forest, but there was nothing there. Because they got the light first, right? Remember what everyone said at the beginning, that this academy is hell? Gonta agree. Academy that forces students to be part of killing game is hell. So everyone think they want to escape the place, right? But if it's still hell in the outside world, what do we do? Inside is hell, outside is hell. What should Gonta and friends live for? And everyone who died, what did they die for? Hell outside and hell inside. Then Kokichi tell me. Best way to save everyone from hell is to put them out of their misery while they still not know. And only one who could do such dirty work is Gonta. Yeah, I knew he got tricked into it. Gonta took on the dirty work for us. If he had survived the class trial, he would have lived in this hell alone. Shouldn't we appreciate him? I mean, everyone already appreciated him. So, like, you know, that's a moot statement. It's hell out there? What do you mean? What did Kokichi and Gonta see? What did we forget? He doesn't want to tell y'all. He doesn't want to tell you guys. If Gonta tell you, then everyone end up like Gonta. Everyone despair. I see. I see. Now we don't know any more than what we started. Now you know how Gonta and I formed the Killing Game Busters, right? Can't she accept everything about this kid? Can imagine the rest? I used Mio's plan turned against her. I hid Gonta away from side where Mio and I were supposed to meet. Alright. This is my only chance. I have no choice but to do this. My invention will change the world and make the world a better place. My duty as a genius inventor. You can't afford to die here. It's funny how... You know what? I'm not even gonna go into this. Anyway, so that's when they kill her. Anyway, Gonta sorry. I had to do this for everyone's sake. Alright.
ところでさ、
You should know that was Gonta's idea to set the body of the chapel wall.
ゴンタは
Gonta tell Kokichi and think of everything else.
Emo-san.
Oh, he saw him go through the wall.
えっと
That's everything that happened. So in the end, you don't plan to tell us the secret of the outside
ご
world.
めんふざけやがって
Things will be
悔
sad.
しいよ
What are you not wanting to go into? I forgot. When did I make that comment? Oh. I don't understand why she didn't just make herself unkillable. You know? Why didn't she just give herself no pain receptors if she's going in planning on killing someone? Why didn't she make her, like, you know, why didn't she make sure she cannot be killed? That's what I don't understand. Like, if I were to lure everyone into a world where I can kill someone, wouldn't I want to make sure I make myself completely invincible? Like, no harm can come to me? You know? Like, why did she just do that? It's just so weird to me. This whole thing is just so weird to me. Everyone, Gontai, sorry. I mean, it's not your fault. Gonta's plan to save everyone fail. Gonta just make everyone suffer more.
バカだ
I mean, it's not your fault. Tsumaki, stop fake crying. Gonta tried to save us all from despair by taking on the sin of killing us. We reached for the path, and Gonta's plan failed. Oh, we reached for the truth. She's saying it was wrong to fight for the truth? You should have all died ignorant? I don't think so. I don't think so. Who are you to decide if the outside world is hell for me? You can't decide for me if the outside world is hell. If you tell me the truth and I don't like it, I can choose to end my own life. But you can't make that decision for me. That is not a decision for you to make. Don't even kill me for that sake, but that is you guys' logic. If I find out the outside world is worse than anything, I would tell my friends. I would tell everyone, and they can make that decision whether they want to keep going or what they want to do. That's not my problem. You don't get to make that decision for someone else.
下げんなもうやめて
Gonna make everyone suffer? I'm sorry he failed everyone. I mean, her ego was kind of through the roof, so she probably thought her plan would work flawlessly, so she wouldn't need it. Yeah, but that's silly. Isn't it? Isn't that so silly? No plan are foolproof. No plan is foolproof in this world. Gonta is sorry for being stupid. Gonta is sorry to make everyone suffer. Oh, it's alright. You really think they should have done take on the dirty work, not Gonta? I mean, yes, you should have done your own dirty work. You should have done your own dirty work, Kokichi. I don't respect you for this. I don't respect you at all. At least Nagito did his own dirty work. Kyo did his own dirty work. You? Nah.
分かってるよ
You decided not to. When I realized Miu was targeting me, I thought to myself, she must have already have a way to prevent me from fighting back in the virtual world. Kokichi, you're telling me with your brain? You couldn't have figured out a way to kill her in the virtual world without you touching her? You're telling me you couldn't have figured out a way to kill her in the virtual world without even being near her? Like, with your brain, I can almost guarantee you could have think of other plans, but you didn't want to because this was this to you is the most effective way.
そうですよね。
俺だって
You could have done it yourself, you chose not
いい加
to.
減にしやがれ。もうやめて。
Because if you think about it, yes, technically to strangle her, yes, she wouldn't be able to touch her. But he could have kicked her off the building, hung her from the binoculars, and she still would have died. You know? There were ways to kill her without touching her, without figuring out what she has planned. But he didn't want to go that far. I think for him, it makes more sense to have Gonta do it for him. Because, you know, there's so many crocodile tears going around right now. I don't know how I feel about this. To be fair, Kokichi's arms are twigs. You don't need strength to kill someone. Especially if you can't be near them. Like, if I were Kokichi, like, there was so many other ways. He could have just locked himself out. You know, and people ask him why, he's like, well, Miyu tried to kill me. You know? Like, he didn't need to resort to killing her. But he wanted to. So, he didn't even need to kill her. You know what I'm saying? He could have just locked himself out. And then what? She can't defeat him in the real world. He can just lock himself out and never go back into the virtual world again. He literally could have just been like, locked himself in and then walked around and locked himself out. He was in the salon the entire time. So, like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have to have Gonta do it. He wanted Gonta to do this for him. Because I think he wants to teach Shuichi a lesson. Just drop a brick on her? Yeah, that's possible too.
ねえねえ。え？っていうかさ。
Anyway, it's time for the execution on issue 2. You know he's not gonna do that. You know he's not gonna do that. Kokichi say all of this knowing Monokuma's not gonna punish him.
はーい。
Time to punish the ultimate ethnologist. Alright, here we go. Nakito didn't completely do his own dirty work. In the first chapter, he made Teru do his dirty work. In the 5th chapter, he had to do it. In the first chapter, he was gonna do it. Whether or not Teru... It was a test for Teru in the first chapter. In the first chapter, it was a test for Teru, and Teru didn't pass. Had Teru not done it, Nakito would have done it himself. In the 5th chapter, he made Chiaki do it because he know he wasn't the traitor. Nagito's motivation is not the same as Kokichi's. At the end, he still did his own dirty work. He still did everything himself. And that is what sets him apart from Kokichi. Kokichi could have came out with a million ways to get around this, but he didn't want to. This execution is kind of gross. Yeah, I had a feeling when I thought Gonta was gonna die, I was like, oh, bugs and death? Well, this is gonna be very mummies. It's my opinion. Well, sorry, I disagree. Nagito gets his own hands dirty. He's not afraid of that. He poisoned a random bottom food cheddar. He was making his luck do everything. True. In the end, his luck did his dirty work for him, which is a part of him, so I guess. Anyway, let's go. Whether or not I like this.
スペシャル。
Anyway, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Kokichi's acting is really good. Maybe he needs... Someone get him an Oscar. Someone get him an Oscar. I don't believe for a second Kokichi wanted to mercy kill anyone. I also don't believe for a second that he actually felt bad for what he did. Alright, here we go. Oh, are we getting an alien situation? Oh, is this an alien situation? Are the bugs gonna come out of... Oh, alright. I guess someone really liked Alien. Oh, it killed both of them. I see. For the record, I don't like any Alien movies precisely because of this. Oh, at least he didn't cut his head off. That would have been really sad. R.I.P. Gonta. R.I.P. It's alright, you did your best, and that's all that matters. You did what you thought was right, and that's all that matters. Yeah, you're the one responsible for this. Alright. I see. I probably shouldn't have brought that out of my bag. I was wrong there. No, you're allowed to have your opinions. Like I said, my opinions are not the end-all be-all, guys. I say how I feel. You guys don't have to agree with me. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm always just expressing how I feel and what I think. My opinions are not the end-all be-all. I'm not gonna always agree with you guys, and you guys don't have to agree with me, but you know, it's alright to have differing opinions. You're just not gonna... I think you're never going to change my mind. It's very difficult to change my mind. I completely forgot that Monocup gave birth to an inbred bug. I think it's an alien thing. I don't have time to give him attention. That's right. Oh, you're gonna mourn your dead kids? Sure? You sure about that? Setting him on fire was just a complete move on Monokuma's part. I think he was afraid that the bug was gonna come around and kill him. It's unfortunate. Kokichi, why don't you tell us now what is the secret of the outside world? If we don't know it, then we won't be able to understand or accept it. I'm sure you know what it is. I don't want to. Oh, y'all thought he was crying for real? Y'all thought he was crying for real? Wait, y'all thought he was crying for real? Wait, really? Okay. So I said the actual truth back there. Gonta would have been real mad. They would have interfered with the gang, so I simply lied to calm him down. I see. They wouldn't, wait, y'all thought he was crying for real? Wait, really? Did you all just meet him today? If I actually wanted to save everyone like what Gonta did, I wouldn't have betrayed Gonta. Anyway. Anyway, he's having a good time. Wait, Shuichi, you're only figuring him out now? Wait, what? Shuichi's just figuring him out now? His entire body, nothing but raw and unfettered malice. Alright, okay. It took you 4 chapters to figure out? Wait, what? Anyway, I'm glad he's having a good time, because I'm not. Okay. Anyway, Maki didn't kill people for money. Maki had to kill people for money. I don't think you understand the difference.
殺されたいの。
西市
Anyway. Only has to sex anymore. And Miu and Gonta would have died such meaningless deaths. Alright.
下げんな
Cool. Kaido's gonna try and beat up Kokichi again. Oh, sorry, I tried to dodge it, but Chumchu's. Huh? Alright, cool. So Kokichi is a major red flag, you know, as I've suspected all along.
桃太くん
It always annoyed me that they never understand anything coming out of Kokichi's mouth. It's like, yeah! Everything coming out of his mouth is like, yeah! I'm like, wait, y'all thought he was real crying? Wait, y'all thought he was sad for real? Y'all actually believe all of this? Wait, what? Now thinking about it, I think the reason the game made you lie earlier was to make Kokichi win. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. I mean, the irony is you win because you lie, but it's ridiculous because I don't understand. Most of the lie that the game make you lie, there are other better ways to prove your point without having to lie. But that is one of my major gripe also with B3 is the lying mechanic. Like, in all of the situations where you're forced to lie, you don't really have to lie. There are better ways to prove your point. But the game makes you lie because it wants to make a point about truth and lies. But it's like silly because you don't really have to lie. At the point, the game just makes you lie because it wants you to lie. And I don't like being manipulated. I've said this before. I mean, Kokichi was going to win either way. Before even the moment Gonta killed Miu, Kokichi became the winner of this chapter, of this trial. It's shocking how they still get completely surprised when he lies, for real. By lying in the trial, only figuring out who's the Cobra because of that, he proves that lies can be good sometimes. Yeah, except we didn't need to lie. It would be different if we had no other choice but to lie, but all of the times when we had to quote-unquote lie in this game, there were plenty of other ways to prove our point without having to lie. But, you know, the game wants you to see Kokichi's point, but I already know Kokichi's point. I mean, a white lie exists for a reason, right? I forgot my comment about his armor. Like, Kokichi can throw hands, but for real. Like, Kaido is just near you way slower. It's because he's sick. Yeah, Kaido's dying, guys. I think he has cancer. Kaido kept coming at him, and Maki glared at Kokichi with piercing eyes. Someone who claims to be bad at fighting your pretty agile just now. Yeah, you guys believe a lie like that? Honestly, I don't even know. Oh damn, Maki's going all out.
もっと楽しもうよ。
春川さん
西市
Anyway.
大丈夫ですか
Anyway, everyone's ignoring Kokichi.
違う
Hmm?
いや
Kaito always has us by his side, but no one wants to be around you. Maybe he likes it that way. You're all alone, and you always will be. Facts. Facts. And don't make this. I don't care anymore, but I will tell you this. The one who will win this game is me. I'm glad you're having a good time. Get out of here, son. Oh, I just called him son. Ew. Get out of here, trash. Kokichi spat out those words and left the room. Oh, well, that hit a nerve, didn't it?
桃太くん
You alright, Kaito? Kaito's dying. I think Kaito has cancer.
良いか
Kaito tried to get up, but Oh, he really does. Oh no. Oh no, he's sick. Oh no, he's sick. Oh no, he's sick. Oh no. Sorry, Maki. I'm afraid. This is also bad and like Kamina and Yoko. I'm sorry. Let's get over this. Your cold just works. You're coughing up blood, Kaito. Kaito, there's blood everywhere. I don't think this is a cold. Yeah, I didn't know that coughing up blood was a cold symptom. You raise a good point. I think there's definitely a better way they could have done it, but I'll see what the writers are trying to do. Yeah. I mean, I think, I think when the intention is too obvious, it messes with the execution. But yeah. I mean, I have a gripe with a lot of things that I think I know why it's done, but it's knowing why something is the way it is doesn't negate the fact that it wasn't executed well. I don't know if that makes sense. Kokichi's and Samateri's more like Bratty nephew, because no, he's trash. He's trash. I just coughed up too much and cut my throat. I don't know, man. That looks like you're gonna go back to your room. All right. Oh no, Shuichi, he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it, Shuichi. Shuichi, I think he's sick. I think he's gonna die. Kaido staggered off. Oh no. Maki's gonna go with him. Kaido's stressed. Oh, Yumiko's trying to make you feel better. Shuichi, look how low you've fallen. She's trying to make you feel better. Why did it end up like this? I thought I could help out one is all to survive. Because the truth hurts, Shuichi. The truth hurts. You know, a lot of people always say they want closure, but they don't really want closure. They don't really want closure, because closure, when they say closure, they don't mean they want the truth. They mean they want an ending that they can be satisfied with. Wanted so bad back at fighting for the truth, and this is what I get. By trying to survive, we're just playing this stupid game, just like Kokichi. But that's reality, Shuichi. That's reality. Anyway. It's almost time. This should be enough. I'll end it. Alright, well, Kokichi is getting his villain moment in this killing game. Yeah? Oh, the world is mine? This world is mine? Okay, cool. Well, you have atrocious handwriting, Kokichi. I don't know what to tell you. Live and let the languid world live, chapter 4. Alright, we're down to 7. Could have sworn I called you son. I might have been hearing things though. No, I said it. It was a slip of tongue. Slip of tongue. You know, it's like telling someone, like, son, you just got owned. It's like that. Just got owned, son. It was like that. Alright, we got an empty insect cage. Alright, let's save. Went a little overboard. That's okay. That's because I wanted to finish the trial. Okay, that was the end of the trial. Oh, I should have saved on a different thing, but I also don't care. Alright. Let's see what the cutscene is. Oh, is this Monokuma? Okay, cool. Chapter 5, Voyage Without Passion or Purpose. Well, this sounds like it's gonna be a depressing chapter. The morning after Gonta was declared the black and gather in the dining hall. So, oh, I'm not gonna get a cutscene? Oh, I guess I'm not getting a cutscene. I guess I'll just save. I thought I was gonna get a cutscene. I thought I was gonna get a cutscene like the previous games, but I guess we're not. Alright, well, let's save. Good night, it's way late. It is pretty late. We're very overtime. Alright, let's go here. Alright, let's go to the main menu. Alright, here we go. Well, that was the end of chapter 4. We went through that pretty quickly because I skipped over a lot of stuff. Because I was not the most engaged in this chapter because I didn't think it was that good. And I don't like being manipulated, devs. I don't like being manipulated. But yeah, guys. My opinions are not the end of the world. Okay? Y'all are acting like when I say I don't like something or I disagree with something or I question something in the game, that it's like, it's not a fact. It's not a fact. It's how I feel. And that is my expression of my reaction. You know? You don't gotta try to change my mind. You don't have to feel bad. You don't have to be like, oh, sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up because you disagree with it. I'm going to disagree with it, but it doesn't mean you're wrong. You know? I don't know if that makes sense. If I disagree with you, it doesn't mean you're wrong. It means I don't agree with it. It doesn't mean you're wrong. Yeah, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. Apparently people don't really think I'm giving the game the chance it deserves, but you know, I can't help it. It's not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me. But that is it for chapter 4 of Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. We will start chapter 5 next week. We are closer to the end. That's right, Mr. 2. We are closer to the end. But that is it. I didn't put up the schedule for next week because I forgot because I was so busy. But we will have a copy pasta. Next week will just be like this week. We'll play start the stuff on Monday. And then we will play the rest of Danganronpa V3 next Saturday and Sunday. I don't know if we'll finish the game. I don't think so. I feel like the chapter will probably be pretty long. So we'll see how much we get through. Your opinion forced me not forced to like any games. See tomorrow area for most puzzles. That's right. Tomorrow we'll be playing more puzzles. Alright, well that's it. I hope y'all still have a good time. Have a great day or a great night wherever you are. Stay chill, stay safe, stay cool. And I will see you guys tomorrow for more Danganronpa. For Star stuff. Sorry. I thought today was Saturday, but no, it's Sunday. Tomorrow we're playing Star stuff. I will have the schedule up probably tomorrow. Because I'm tired. Good night, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.